A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins.
It surely is. After all, any girl would want to be alone in the Mediterranean moonlight with a very handsome man. Unless he were a murderer. And as Greg always says, Greg's my husband, the famous private detective. Oh, and I'm Gail Collins. And I'll be back in a minute to set the stage for our puzzling crime.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins. And just what were you doing in the Mediterranean area?
Well, Jack, Greg had been on a case that called for our flying from San Francisco, our headquarters, to Rome. And when my favorite private detective had finished the case, well, he and I are that way about the exquisite coast of Italy, above Rome, the Italian Riviera. So we decided to hop over there for fun and games. Greg had collected a nice fat fee, so off we went.
I know, to Rapello, Santa Margherita.
Been there?
No, been to a lot of travelogue movies, though. Tell us how this crime got underway, huh?
Well, Greg and I found a heavenly little place called Sonforno, and a few days after we arrived, I went to the village to do some shopping, leaving Greg alone, sprawled on the beach.
Excuse me. Are you Greg Collins, the famous detective?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to disturb you. My name's Terry Manton, and I want to engage you to do a job of investigation for me.
Now, Miss Manton, I'm on a vacation.
You've got to listen to me. It's about the murder of Hank Lawrence. He was shot dead in his villa a few days ago.
Yeah, I read about it in the paper. And if there's more to the story, I'll be glad to wait for tomorrow's installment. You see, I was just going in for a debt.
I'll pay you $1,000 not to take that debt.
Best offer I've had today. You know who killed Hank Lawrence?
They told me in the village that you're an excellent detective. My problem can't be taken to the police.
You still haven't answered my question.
Do you know anything about Hank Lawrence?
No.
He was a gangster in the States. Then the authorities caught up with him. He was deported. He made it home here. But he still liked the smell of money. So he dabbled a bit in blackmail. He was victimizing quite a few people, including a brother of mine.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Well, my brother works for a bank. He has a wonderful position. Took him years to get there. He's a decent, respectable man. But, well, when he was younger, he got into trouble. He wrote some letters.
Lawrence got the letters?
Yes. And they'd ruin my brother if they were made public.
Did you come here to buy back the letters from our late friend Hank?
Yes, I flew down. I went to Hank Lawrence's villa. No one answered the bell when I rang, so I walked around on the porch. There were French windows. They opened into the library. I saw Lawrence there, dead. I was horribly frightened. I didn't call for help. I just ran away.
Nice, convincing story, Miss Manton.
But it's true, Mr. Collins. I don't want the police to know about my brother's letters, but you've got to find them for me. They're in Lawrence's house, maybe in that library.
Maybe.
Will you help me?
Right after I take that dip.
Greg went over to Hank Lawrence's place and found the chief of police there. A tall, gray-haired guy who looked just like Vittoria De Sica, only his name was Narani.
Glad to know you, Captain Narani.
I, too, am glad to meet you, Mr. Collins. But I am wondering just why you are interested in this case.
Well, you see, Captain, I'm a private detective, and although I'm supposed to be on vacation at the present time, I just can't help pricking up my ears when someone mentions the word murder.
It is an interesting word, I agree.
And an interesting occupation. But don't let me interrupt you, Captain. Please go on with what you were doing when I arrived.
I was looking for something.
A clue? Fingerprints? Cigarette butts? Stuff like that?
A briefcase.
Aha. The papers. They always make their appearance in any worthwhile crime story.
In this case, my friend, they provide the motive for murder.
How can you know that when you haven't found them?
This Lawrence was a blackmailer. That we know for certain.
You've talked to some of his victims?
Yes. And learned that Lawrence kept his mementos in a brown Alligator briefcase. That is what I came to find, Mr. Collins. But I'm not having much luck.
Interesting layout he had here. What's through that door?
It leads to an anteroom, but that has already been searched. The briefcase, nothing at all.
Tell me, Captain, you know a girl named Terry Manton?
I know she is young, good-looking. I know she came here by plane from the United States. I know she is at the Miramar Hotel.
She says Lawrence was blackmailing her brother.
Is that all she said?
That's all so far.
Would you like me to ask her some questions?
Oh, I can handle it, thanks, Captain.
Good. But if you need any help, telephone me at this number.
That night we were having dinner on a terrace overlooking the sea. Suddenly an agitated little man came bursting in on us.
Senor Collins, I beg your pardon. They told me you were dining here on the terrace.
Yeah? What is it?
I am Ambrosio Kelly. I must speak to you about the murder of Hank Lawrence. I was at the villa when he was killed.
Where were you?
Is it all right to...
Go on, speak up. I'm his wife. I often help my husband on a case.
Yeah. Now.
I am in the business in Roma. During the war, a very unfortunate thing happens. I was innocent, but...
Isn't it odd? Everybody's implicated, but everybody's innocent.
But I am. And Lawrence had the papers to prove it. I went to see Lawrence. He asked me to wait. There is, how you say, an anteroom. I sat there. Lawrence closed the door to the library. I waited a while, then I heard the shots. I was very frightened. I hid myself behind the screen.
Then you saw the murderer?
No. Whoever it was ran out of the library very quickly. It was dark in the anteroom. I peeked through the screen. All I saw was a cape, a long cape.
Yeah? And that's all you saw?
Absolutely.
So the murderer could have been a man or a woman.
You think you'd know the cape if you saw it again?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Well, we can't clear up very much unless you tell your story to the police.
No, I cannot. They may think I killed Senor Lawrence. No.
I'd think about it twice if I were you.
Give me until the morning. Please. Let me think about it. I will not disappear. Do not make me go now to the police station. I beg of you.
Let him go, Greg. I think he's telling the truth.
Yeah, but...
Please, Greg. My woman's intuition.
That again. All right. But don't get panicky and decide to make like the birds and fly the coop.
Oh, do not worry. Oh, thank you, Senor Collins. You are molto sympathetic. You have a loving heart. Mille grazie.
See, Greg?
You are monkey-wrenching this case, but good.
I know he's innocent, Greg.
How do you know?
I just have a feeling. Well, you wouldn't understand that, friend. You're too cold.
Yeah, I am where murder is concerned. So?
Greg Collins, what are you doing?
Calling police headquarters.
Keep your ears pinned, friends. We'll be back in a minute with more of our story. When I saw Greg pick up that phone, I really think I hated him.
Is that police headquarters?
With all the mean despicable.
Headquarters, Captain Orani, please.
Don't you dare turn that poor chap in.
Hello?
Oh, Captain, this is Greg Collins.
You have come across something, yes?
I just spoke to Ambrosio Gali.
I know him.
Yeah, well, he's mixed up in this, Captain. But he hasn't made up his mind to talk. He asked me to give him till morning.
Yes?
I just thought you might tell the lads on the force to keep an eye open tonight. Just in case he decides the climate is healthier somewhere else.
Thank you, Senor Collins. But there is something else.
Yeah?
I would like to talk to that Terry Manton.
Yeah, right now?
Now is as good a time as any.
I'll meet you at the Miramar Hotel in 10 minutes. Bye.
Arrivederci.
You'd turn your own grandmother in, wouldn't you, Greg Collins?
Well, I might if she committed a murder. Yeah, come to think of it, the old gal was pretty tough. She might have got down the family squirrel rifle and taken a pot shot at somebody if she didn't like him. Yeah, maybe I inherited all that cussedness, huh?
Don't talk to me. I hate you. Greg.
Uh-huh.
Would you turn me in if I committed a murder?
Oh, sure. I can always dig up a new wife somewhere.
You couldn't turn me in. I'd bribe you.
Bribe me? With what? You're broke.
Oh, I wouldn't bribe you with money.
Then what did...
I'd bribe you this way.
Yes, well, that's one way to get away with it, yeah.
Take me with you to the hotel to see Terry Manton.
No. Stay out of this.
Want to be bribed again?
Okay. Come on. Talk about dirty tricks.
At the Miramar Hotel, Police Captain Norani was waiting for us up in Terry Manton's room.
Mr. Collins, you say Ambrosio can identify the killer.
Miss Manton, I said he thinks he can. He's very vague about it.
He will know to be vague tomorrow. I am not going to pamper him. I am determined to solve this case as quickly as possible. I am not going to have anything like this on my record.
But Captain Norani...
I'm sorry, Senora Collins, but I'm going to get to the bottom of this, no matter whom we have to hurt.
But if Ambrosio says he's not sure, well...
You seem terribly concerned about this, Signorina Manton.
I'm just thinking out loud.
Collins, I want Ambrosio at your place tomorrow morning. Never mind this nonsense about his being afraid of the police.
You're right, Captain.
I want you there too, Signorina Manton.
Of course. You're not frightening me, Captain.
I'm not trying to frighten anyone. I just want to get at the truth. And I must, to find that missing briefcase. Call me at headquarters tomorrow morning, Senor Collins. The minute you are ready.
After we left Terry Manton's place, Greg and I walked along the little cobblestone streets of the Italian village.
Why are you looking so glum?
Greg, you've put Ambrosio in a terrible spot. Now that everyone knows he might identify the killer...
He might be knocked up.
Certainly. You're the bright character who told everybody.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you.
Why not?
I have a very high card I haven't played yet.
What is it?
It has to do with Ambrosio. We're going to see him right now.
Is it a really solid idea?
Well, it better be. Because if it doesn't work...
Yeah?
The busiest guy in town's going to be the room clerk over at the cemetery.
We went to Ambrosio's place. Luckily, he was still alive. Greg outlined a plan to him. And the next morning, Terry Manton and Ambrosio were at our hotel room. Greg had decided to chat with them first before calling headquarters.
Now, Ambrosio, Look at Miss Manton. Could she have been the killer?
I don't know.
Go on. Yes or no?
Wanted to put on a cape?
Please, I'm so nervous.
Suppose we all have a cup of coffee. How's that?
Miss Manton? Oh, yes, thank you.
Senor Galley?
Yes, it will help me.
Greg?
No.
Sugar?
Please.
Ambrosio, I asked you if you could be definite about Miss Manton.
Well, I would have to see her.
Stand up, Miss Manton.
But you know
I said stand up. Turn around. That about the right height?
Yes, it is. I would say.
What's wrong?
The coffee.
Greg is falling. But don't stand there, Greg. We've got to help him.
We can't help him, Gail. The way he looks, I'd say he's got enough poison in him to kill 6 men.
Galley lay on the floor of our room. And of course, when Terry Manton dropped the sugar into his cup, she could have also dropped a poison capsule. But don't go away. In just a minute, we'll bring you the climax of the case. About 10 minutes later, Captain Durrani arrived. He was furious about everything.
Why did you not call me much earlier, Senor Collins?
Frankly, Captain, I thought that police tactics on Terry and Ambrosio might not accomplish as much as a quiet chat.
A quiet chat. See what you accomplished. Ambrosio is dead. Our only witness.
The autopsy might show something interesting, Captain. The local coroner...
Do you know how long it will take for the local coroner to do an autopsy? On the way to the hospital, he might decide to take a nap for a week. No. You have bungled it, Senor Collins. You took the only lead we had and threw it away. All I can do now is give up.
Well,
It is all over, I tell you. We have not got the briefcase. We have not got the killer. I will send in a report that the case is closed. I will recommend it to be forgotten.
But, Captain...
He's right, Gail. We haven't much that'll stand up in court.
The great detective from the States. Why don't you take the next plane home, Senor Collins? It would be a pleasure to escort you to the airport.
Greg just scratched his head and sauntered off. Captain Durrani took Terry Manton to headquarters to wait for the autopsy. At about sunset, Greg had fallen asleep in a hammock on the terrace when I had an idea. It was going to be my ball game, too, without Greg. I'd show him. I tiptoed out to our car and drove to Captain Durrani's headquarters. It was a small, old building on the outskirts of town.
Do not tell me you have discovered something that will help us, Senor Collins.
I have the answer, Captain.
Really? Are you sure?
Certainly. I know who killed Hank Lawrence.
Well, come on. Who did?
You killed him.
Have you been enjoying one of the innkeeper's wine bottles? Or staying out too long in that sun?
You killed him, Captain.
You are charming. Like a little girl.
I think I can get rid of that self-contained air of yours, Captain.
Where are you going?
To open this door.
Good afternoon, Captain Durrani.
Ambrosio. But you are...
Lying dead in the autopsy room? Sorry, Captain.
My husband and I realized there was bound to be a second murder, since Ambrosio said he saw the killer. So we decided to beat the murderer to the punch and stage the second death ourselves.
Why, all you...
Greg took me to Ambrosio's house and explained his idea about a fake death. Senor Galley was happy to oblige. The coroner, a good friend of ours, was only too delighted to join in the game. Our idea was to have Ambrosio die and then watch the suspect for a reaction. Greg purposely stalled about calling you. We needed time to have the body taken away before you could examine it.
You still have no proof that I was concerned. The girl, Terry.
Terry's reaction was normal. Yours wasn't. I just realized, it hasn't occurred to Greg yet, that you were bitterly determined to solve this case until Ambrosio died.
Go on.
He has a gun.
You made a mistake, Senora Collins. You thought there would be other people here at the headquarters. You forgot this is a very small village. And we are alone here. And it is going to cost you your life.
That briefcase you've been looking
Is
for.
in my hands. It always has been. I was being blackmailed too. And now I have some unfinished business. You and Ambrosio are going to have an accident. We have oil lamps here, Senora Collins. It seems you came here to discuss the case. One of the lamps fell over. There was a fire. You and Ambrosio were burned beyond recognition.
You've always underestimated my husband, Captain Urani. He held a trump card before. He'll turn up now.
I will just step out by the door. Get over by that table, both of you. If you try to come towards the door when the fire starts, I will shoot. Knock over that oil lamp, Senora Collins. I said knock over that lamp.
Senora.
Come on. I'm a very good shot. Knock it over. Oh, Dio mio. Keep standing there. Do not move. It will not be long now. It really is not too painful. The curtains will burn in a moment. Move over towards those flames, Senora Collins, so that your breast touches them. You're losing time. Said, get closer to the flames.
Put the gun down, Urani.
Pull it. My shoulder.
Go on, Ambrosio, run through the door.
Your wife, she's going to faint.
Go ahead, get out of here. I've got her.
Greg carried me out of the burning shack. Ambrosio made it just in time. Greg turned Captain Urani over to the officials in San Forno. Urani revealed that the briefcase with all the incriminating papers in it had gone up in flames. We were in the plane winging across the night sky under a gorgeous yellow moon toward the United States and home. And who solved this case, Greg?
You did?
Wives aren't helpful to detectives,
They are. Except I wish you'd tell me your idea before running off to get yourself killed. You're lucky, I guess, where you'd gone.
Say, I have a brilliant wife and couldn't do a thing without her.
I have a brilliant wife and couldn't do a thing without her.
Good. Now we can settle back and enjoy the trip. What's that piece of paper?
A telegram from Ambrosio Galli. Do you want to hear it?
Surely.
To Senior Gregory Collins. Does your beautiful wife have any sisters?
Footnote to the story. When we got home, I told all my girlfriends that any woman who thinks her husband doesn't appreciate her should go to San Forno. The next morning, the line outside the travel bureau was 2 blocks long. Don't go away. In just a moment, we'll be back with you.
Well, folks, Gate and I hope you enjoyed our adventure, the Brown Alligator Briefcase. Be sure to visit us next time for another Puzzle in Murder. For where there is crime and romance, there you'll find Mr.
And Mrs. Collins.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins.
It surely is. After all, I always thought the stars in the evening sky were very romantic. But you wouldn't think you would look at them and predict a murder. Now, would you? Yes, this is Gail Collins talking. And I'll be back in a minute to set the stage for our puzzling crime.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins. This is a story about an astrologer, is it, Gail?
No, Jack, it's a story about an economist.
Well, some of them are stargazers, too, aren't they?
You said it, Jack. I didn't.
Well, let's have the story.
It began with an invitation to visit Professor Krantz, one of the world's foremost economists and experts on international exchange. The professor had heard that my husband, Greg Collins, was a darn good detective. He sent Greg an urgent message to come to the university, where he spent most of his time in the research lab. The invitation was odd because the professor had the reputation of being a hermit. He never sought publicity. Very few people had ever met his immediate colleagues. He refused all press interviews. Greg and I drove across the Bay Bridge to a quiet, secluded section outside our home in San Francisco. We met the professor in his study.
Mr. Collins, I have been invited to the Lake Louise conference.
Yeah, I read about it, Professor. Industrialists from Europe and South America meeting in private at executive session.
That is correct. They are going to make certain decisions which will affect the economics of every Western nation, especially their currency. I want you to come to Lake Louise with me.
Me, Professor? What for?
I go by what the stars tell me, Mr. Collins. I have studied ancient folklore extensively. You know, the early scientists placed a great deal of faith in reading the future from the stars. Whenever I follow them, I am well and successful. When I do not, there is danger and disaster. Oh, I know you think the old codger is just foolish, a superstitious man. But the stars have never been wrong for me, Mr. Collins.
Well, can you tell me an example of what you mean?
Yes. My secretary, Herbert Sands. He acted as secretary and bodyguard for me. Ordinarily, he would have taken this trip with me.
What's wrong, Professor?
Herbert has disappeared completely. The night after he vanished, I foresaw an evil omen in the sky.
Then you want Greg as a bodyguard?
Precisely.
Frankly, Professor, I'm not a bodyguard. I'm a private detective.
Nevertheless, if some sort of trouble develops, I would find your services most valuable, would I not?
You certainly would.
There is danger in this conference at Lake Louise.
Why?
The decisions will affect stocks, bonds, monetary standards.
We were planning a vacation, and now you...
Oh, by all means, take your wife with you. I'd be delighted.
Well, let's do it, Greg. They say Lake Louise is one of the most beautiful spots in the world.
You have got to come with me. I must not make this trip alone.
We'll go, Professor.
Oh, good. A private plane has been chartered for me, Hangar 6, at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. To avoid reporters, the public...
Have you any reason other than the stars to believe you're in personal danger? Any enemies? In some personal trouble?
No, but the stars would not deceive me.
Something ominous is in the air about my going to Lake Louise.
Now, could you be more specific?
I mean death, Mr. Collins. Violent death.
After we left the professor, I went around singing about the breeze on Lake Louise. Greg grumbled about being a nursemaid to a neurotic professor, but the fee covered our vacation expenses, and that made the whole deal more pleasant. I showed Greg a few travel folders showing the midnight scene on the lake. So Greg came around slowly, as usual, to liking the idea. At 5 a.m., we found Hangar 6. The airport was deserted. As we reached the door of the plane, a rather short, stocky man with heavy glasses met.
Yes. What can I do for you?
Is Professor Krantz on the plane?
Sorry, you can't see him. No report.
Oh, we're not reporters. We're going with him.
No one is going with him.
Oh, look, he gave me his card. He said if we had any trouble, we should show it. Would you take it to him?
If he sees the card, he'll okay our getting aboard the plane.
Wait here, please. I'll have him.
Greg, the poor old man is so frightened. He surrounded himself with all sorts of guards and rigmarole.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking?
Nothing.
I know you, chum.
I don't like the atmosphere around here, that's all. Something screwy.
He's a weird old duck. But cute, I think. Like a little boy who believes in bogeymen.
Well, this Lake Louise better be good. I don't enjoy the prospect of soothing the old man's brow while he looks around for gremlins.
Oh, there's the man again. Let's probably go in now.
The professor's changed his mind. He says forget it.
What?
Well, he was very anxious for us to go yesterday.
Maybe, but now he's changed his mind. Here. He said here's $100 for your trouble.
But he was so upset yesterday, he insisted.
Sorry. Now, if you don't mind, we'll be taking off.
But I was planning to go to Lake Louise.
Well, it's just as well, Gail. Thank the professor for us.
I certainly will.
But, Greg...
Come on, Gail. Let's walk back to the entrance gate.
Bye.
Bye.
Greg Collins, you treat this as though it were nothing.
Why not? Maybe his secretary, Herbert Sands, came back. Maybe he got another guy for my job. That's none of my business. Yeah, I'll take you to Lake Louise some other time. And this time we'll head for Big Bear Lake. Look for a phone booth, Gail. I want to call a client today when I'm staying in town.
But you said you suspected something.
Just a gloomy morning, that's all. Here's a booth. Wait here. The door. Well, let's fix these doors in these phone booths. They're jammed so often. Got it. Now, if I had...
Greg, look. In the booth.
I see it. Don't make a sound.
The man asleep. He isn't dead, is he?
Yeah. He is.
Oh.
There was no accident. He was hit on the back of the head.
Can you find out who he is?
Wait, now. Have a look in his pockets. Here's something here. A map. Aerial map of the Lake Louise section.
See, Greg, I told you that...
Let's see his identification bracelet. To Jim, best pilot week. That ties it. Come on, Gail.
Oh, where to?
That plane, hurry.
Where are we going? What?
The hangar. We gotta get on that plane. That man has supplied the professor to Lake Louise. Don't you see that? Run faster. Hey, shut it off the plane. Hurry. This door, we gotta get it open before she takes off.
You'll never do it, Greg.
I got it. Jump in. Come on. Jump in.
Oh, we made it.
Quite a surprise. I thought you two went home.
Well, the professor changed his mind, so we changed ours, too.
We're so anxious to see Lake Louise.
What happened back there, Ned?
Our two friends decided to come along.
Where's the professor?
The cabin in the back. Well, if you two were coming along, we'd better get acquainted.
My name's Collins. This is my wife, Jane.
Mine's Ned Perry.
Are we flying directly to Lake Louise?
Yeah. Nick's a good pilot. Are you newspaper people?
No, we're going to read a report at the conference. Can I talk to the professor?
No, he don't want to be disturbed.
Well, I'm sure I'd like to talk to me.
You heard him, Colin. Sit down.
Well, Nick may be a hot rock pilot, but he's not very polite, is he?
Well, that's rather surprising. Most of the regular pilots are courteous. Are you part of the professor's entourage, Ned?
I'm not a delegate, no. Just going along with Professor Frank.
I'd like to see him. Maybe if I just stuck my head in the door.
I'm not going to say it again. The professor's to be left alone. Get away from that cabin door call. You don't hear well, do you?
Professor Krantz, you in there?
Yes, who is he?
Greg Collins. How are you?
Oh, just fine. Please do not disturb.
All right, Professor.
You're an eager beaver, eh, Colin?
Sometimes.
Just try to control yourself. You could be all wrong, you know. Everything might be just fine. There might be no reason at all to be upset. None at all.
But we knew something was wrong, and we were determined to get to the bottom of it. Keep your ears pinned, friends. We'll be back in a minute with more of our story. For hours, Greg and I fenced with Ned. We weren't sure what was up. Greg kept trying to get clues about the murdered pilot in the phone booth. But Ned seemed perfectly innocent. Could he be just a tough bodyguard, or what? He kept making believe about going to the conference to read a paper. And we landed at the airport and began texting on the runway.
Look left, Lake Louise Airport. Let's go.
You ready, girl?
Yeah, surely.
Nice to know you, Ned.
Congratulations, Colin.
For what?
Keeping up the act.
What act?
The bit about being delicate. You haven't anything to do with the conference. You're a private detective. And you aren't going anywhere. That's set, you know.
Maybe.
I think so. I see a pickpocket car. Want to see one of your own calling cards? I got it off you as soon as you got on the plane.
Congratulations, Ned. You helped yourself with that gun I bought to protect the professor, too.
Yeah. Now I'm going to do all the talking. When we get off the plane, you say nothing to anybody. You get into a car with us and you keep your trap closed. Otherwise, this wife of yours will get a pretty little head blown. Understand?
Go on.
Just walk to the car. Keep silent. If anybody asks you anything, don't ask. I'll do the talking.
What have you said, Gail?
I'm all alone down.
Just remember what teacher said, Gail. Oh, teacher's gonna get real angry.
Greg, Ned, and I sat in back of the car. Nick was at the wheel. They were too smart to let either of us sit with the driver. Ned had the gun out in the open now, ready to use it at any second. No one else got out of the plane. The car tore across the Canadian countryside towards Lake Louise.
All right to talk now, teacher?
Never mind the gags, Collins, or just for laughs, I'll plant one on your ugly puss.
He is charming, too.
That goes for you, too, Gail.
Want to hear a story, Ned?
I don't want to hear anything.
This one's all about how a gang of hoods kidnapped Professor Krantz, maybe knocked him out, and substituted a phony for him, an actor.
That's an old story. Let's hear a new one.
Very few people know what Krantz looked like. He lived 10 miles from nowhere. His name is known, not his face. Never appeared in print. Just a handful of people back in San Francisco know him by sight. A pushover, no? Good way to get your own man into the Lake Louise conference.
You're a crummy detective. I know 60-year-old kids could have figured all that out.
Maybe you like the end of the story better. I'm working on it now. cut it out, Gail.
But what out?
I saw you in the mirror. Making that play for Nick. Lay out.
Oh, shut up, Craig.
Makes a play for every guy we meet.
She ain't doing nothing, Colin.
I can't even look at another man without this husband of mine burning up. What's wrong with a girl looking at somebody?
Not the way you're looking, Chum.
Want to sit up front with me, Mrs. Collins?
You can call me Gail, Nick.
Nobody goes up front with Nick.
Oh, we just talk a little, man.
Shut up and drive. Your love life can wait till this job's over. Don't worry. This man Collins won't be on anybody's way much longer.
I picked up the Susan Gray to make a play for Nick, and I kept on doing the best I could. By the time we pulled up to a small gray cottage hidden in a clump of trees, I'd almost convinced myself I had a yen for Nick. We went into the living room of the empty cottage, and I saw why Greg had thought of the stunt. They tied him to a chair that left me free. Ned disappeared.
We gotta stay here with your husband, Gailey.
But why, Ned?
I gotta keep an eye on him. Ned's orders. Look around, honey. See if you can find a radio. Maybe we can hear a little rock and roll.
Here's one.
Sam?
Sure. There still isn't much of a party.
I'm warning you, Nick. You won't be happy till you buy a Las Vegas.
Maybe I will, pal.
Anything around here to eat or drink?
Oh, there might be something in this cabinet. Yeah, here's a bottle.
Pour me a drink.
Okay, sweetheart.
Here's to us, Nick.
You bet, honey.
Here's to forgetting about him in that corner there. Come on, Nick. Why don't you stop dancing?
Okay, baby. Let's go.
I kept working on Nick, still not sure what Greg had in mind. After about 20 minutes, Nick had had some drinks. He was feeling very talkative.
Well, you get rid of that lug, Gail, and I'll take care of you.
You talk a very fancy ball game, but how are you going to do it? This deal going to pay off well?
You see, pal? Already with the bankrupt.
All right. Dames are all like that.
And how about it, Nick? You stand and make money?
Yeah, sure.
What did you do with the real Professor Cranch, Nick?
We sent him on a Girl Scout picnic. Try again, Colin. I ain't that stupid.
Come on, Nick. Don't pay attention to him. Hey, there's no more cigarettes, no more liquor.
Oh, wait here. I'll go find something to get.
How am I doing, Greg?
A little too well. And get this paper from my hands and put it into the butter where I can reach it fast. Just maybe 5 seconds.
How?
Hurry.
Here it comes.
Cigarettes, and I found some beer in the refrigerator. There's nothing stopping our little party, huh? Now, how's for another dance?
Okay. You're a very good dancer.
Oh, I got all kinds of talent.
You know the new step they do with the circling around?
Oh?
Well, I'll show you. Now watch me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you do it?
Try it once more. Show me.
Okay. 1,
Here
2.
it comes, pal. Now, cold. Good.
Naturally. He didn't just tap him with that liqueur bottle. He tripped over the cord to the radio, too.
I'll take back my gun.
Now what?
Nick isn't alone here. I have to see if anybody else is around.
How?
I'll duck behind this door. You scream.
I what?
Scream right now. Scream like you were being murdered. Just wait.
Hey, who's free? Hey, Nick. Nick, what the...
Hello, Nat. I guess I'll find Ned out of the way. Let's look for a phone. We've got to call a conference.
Oh, I don't see a phone.
Neither do I, confound it, but keep your eyes open. I wouldn't be surprised if the real Professor Krantz was here somewhere.
Maybe they've killed him.
I'm not sure. We've got to see if he's around here. Let's try upstairs.
There's a slide. He's coming too. Better make it very fast.
Try these rooms. Open all the doors. Not in here.
This room's empty. Oh, Greg, why don't we go to this big conference and tell them what's happened? Why waste time looking for the professor?
They'll never believe us. We've got to have the real man. They'll think we're crazy or we're playing a trick.
Here he is, Greg. In here, on a cot.
I've seen him.
He's ill.
No. Let me see his eyes. People put his eyes. He's been drugged, Gale. And we've got to bring him to. I'll slap his face. That'll help. Professor Krantz. Professor Krantz. Sit up, Professor. Can you sit up?
I am so weak.
Keep an eye on the two guys downstairs, Gale. Tell me if they come to.
You're right, Greg.
You were dope, Professor. So you wouldn't know where you were being taken or who took you there. Now, try to get hold of yourself. Recognize me? Recognize me now?
Yes. Mr. Coggins.
Come on. We're going to try and make it to the conference. You have a man that sneaked in there. We've got to stop it. Now, lean on me. Stand up front. That's it. Come on. All right to come out, girl?
Yes, but hurry.
See the car outside?
Yes.
Let's see if we can make it.
Stay right where you are, folks. I'll be back in a minute to bring you the climax of the case. We got the professor downstairs and into the car and ripped away down the highway.
We must make it on time, Mr. Collins. The consequences of an unscrupulous group of men having access to advanced information could be enormous.
Set on the radio, Gale.
It could be a serious blow to the Western nations.
I got it. That's the news. They may be covering the conference. You can tell that way if we're too late.
Nothing doing yet.
From the auditorium, the delegates will be gathering.
Got it.
We are not allowed to give you radio coverage of this Lake Louise conference because the information and decisions made there will be very secret.
Drive faster, Greg, faster.
I got it on the phone now.
Oh, if only a motor cop would spot us. They only see you when you still want them to. He could clear the way for us.
Many nations are gathered. Professor Stiles of Harvard, Professor de Saint-Denis of Belgium, the British Treasury Advisor, Sir John McDowell. I just recognized him. Next gentleman. Yes, it's Professor Krantz, the economist from San Francisco.
That's your impersonator, Professor. He's at the meeting. How long will it be before any secret material is discussed?
Oh, very little time. Roll call, then they begin. Urgent international money matter.
Come on, Greg, come on! There it is, Greg. The main driveway to the conference building. See the sign?
Right. Come on, Professor. Follow me.
Go ahead, Mr. Collins.
The attendants. They'll stop you, Greg.
I hardly think so, Gale. Out of my way, please. I see the doorway once. Can you duck under those velvet ropes, Professor? Good. That's it. Here we are. Gentlemen, may I interrupt? Someone in this room is masquerading as Professor Ephraim Krantz in order to have access to the information being discussed here.
Mr. Collins, look. The man on the platform, the speaker. Herbert Sands, my secretary.
Get off that platform, Sands.
The window. He's going out the window. To the balcony.
Greg fired at the imposter and winged him in the shoulder. The meeting eventually calmed down. The real professor took his proper place. And Greg and I left the conference room.
Come on, Gale. We've had it.
But Greg, we're supposed to be on a vacation. This is gorgeous country. You aren't going back to San Francisco now, are you?
Oh, no. What was it you were telling me about moonlight sailing on those Canadian lakes?
Greg and I did go for moonlight sailing. If you've ever competed with a sailboat for a man's attention, you must know how difficult it is. But I won. Don't go away. In just a moment, we'll be back with you.
Well, folks, Gator and I hope you enjoyed our adventure, the Bullet Gray Cottage. Be sure to visit us next time for another Puzzle in Murder, where there is crime and romance. There you'll find Mr.
And Mrs. Collins.
Welcome to Radio Rides Again from Out of the Past, brought to you by Boulevard Car Wash with 3 convenient locations to serve you. Niagara Falls Boulevard in Maple, Orchard Park Road and Southwestern Boulevard, and South Park Plaza, Hamburg. There is definitely a difference in car washes, and the difference shows at Boulevard Car Wash. Boulevard Car Wash reminds you to have pencil and paper handy for a special offer during the program. And now, Radio Rides Again.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins.
It surely is. After all, the temperature does vary in the Argentine. A caballeros can be very warm if he's after a woman, and very cold if he's out to kill a man. You know, of course, that I'm married to Greg Collins, the famous private detective. I'm Gail Collins, and I'll be back in a moment to set the stage for our puzzling crime.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins. Tell me, Senora Collins, you mentioned the Argentine. What's our story titled tonight?
I call it The Chrome Yellow Death.
Sounds exciting.
Believe me, Jack, it was. Greg and I received an invitation to Los Colorados, just outside of Buenos Aires. A very wealthy tobacco magnate, Tom McDougal, owned an exquisite hacienda farther inland, in a rather fetid, tropical, almost jungle area. He had known Greg a long time, and he had asked us to fly down from San Francisco as his guests, including the plane fare. What especially intrigued Greg, though, was that instead of the usual come and visit me note, the letter from McDougal hinted that there was some high jinks going on in Cruz Angelo. Anyway, we had left the airport and driven way inland to Tom's hacienda, where the foreman greeted us.
Bienvenido, Senor y Senora Collins. Welcome. I am Antonio Sebastian, Senor McDougal's foreman. I will take the baggage, I think, no?
Hello, Antonio. We haven't seen you in about 5 years, have we?
No, Senora, it is a pity. It is a shame.
Well, where's Tom, Antonio? Out in the tobacco fields, I suppose.
No, Senor Collins. Senor McDougal, he never go near. He just let Antonio grow the tobacco. He stay here all the time. He will be here soon, I think. Would you like to make yourself comfortable?
Sure.
Here, I have prepared a daiquiri for you.
Oh, that's well, Antonio.
Antonio, make the best daiquiri in all Argentine.
Thank you, Antonio. Well, salud.
Salud y pesetas y amor, Antonio.
Salud, Senor y Senora Collins.
Sensation.
Oh, I'm going to steal you from Tom, Antonio, just to have you in San Francisco. We'll pay you twice what Tom does. And all you have to do is make daiquiri.
Antonio.
There's Senor McDougal now. I am here, Senor, with your visitors, Senor and Senora Collins.
Here? I hadn't expected them so soon. Greg, my boy, and Gail, how are you both?
We're fine, thanks, Tom.
Don't you look a bit hot and bothered? Something wrong?
Yes, a fire. Almost destroyed my tobacco crop.
What is that?
Oh, we got it out, but it was a pretty close thing.
You were in the field, senor?
Yes, Antonio. And something's very funny down there. I'll talk to you about that later, after dinner.
Daddy.
Oh, Lorna. Greg, Gail, you remember my daughter.
Yes, of course.
Oh, hello. Daddy, did you tell me the truth? Do you swear you didn't hurt yourself putting out that fire?
No, have I ever lied to you, Lorna?
Yes, often.
I want to show you something when we finish dinner, Greg.
Huh? What's that, Tom?
Something I found in my tobacco field. A rag, soaked in kerosene.
You found what, senor?
A rag, Antonio, soaked in kerosene. Somebody started that fire deliberately.
But why, Tom?
I don't know, Gail. Something screwy's going on here, and I can't figure it out. Today, we had a brush fire. Last week, someone put poison in my wells. Antonio and I have watched and waited. We even notified the police and had a few agents to Policia hanging around for a while.
Anybody in these parts got it in for you, Tom?
Oh, no, senor. Senor Tom, everybody love him.
Everybody except Granite.
Who's Granite?
Jeppel lives about 10 miles from here. Wild little fellow. He's an exporter. He's also a nut about Latin American culture. He collects things. There's about a dozen rooms full of Aztec weapons, Mexican novelties, Brazilian coins, all kinds of junk.
What's he got against you?
He wanted to buy this place. Of course, I wouldn't sell it to him. But you're wasting your time thinking it's Granite. He's clever. He wouldn't be pulling any of these stunts. They're too obvious for a man like him.
Daddy, I still say you should sell and let's get out of here. I hate this place. It's horrible. I can't sleep nights.
Oh, please, senorita, do not cry.
Hello, Lorna, darling.
Oh, hello, Stuart. Greg, Gail, this is Stuart, my fiancé.
Hi, Stuart. How do you do?
You're just in time for dinner, Stuart.
He's always just in time for dinner.
Oh, now, Daddy, you've got to stop that.
Young man, I'm among good friends, so I can speak freely. Someday, I'm going to take you by the seat of your pants and toss you out, once and for all.
Look, McDougal, you might as well get used to the idea that I'm going to marry Lorna. Because that's exactly what's going to happen.
It is, eh? Why, you insolent...
Daddy, please. We have guests.
Yes, I'm sorry, Greg, Gail.
That's okay, Tom.
Daddy's just in a bad mood because we've had some more trouble.
I know. I heard about the brush fire. Mr. Granite told me.
You know Mr. Granite, Stuart?
Yes. I work for him. I'm his foreman.
Is he in town now?
Yes, he is. And he's on his plantation. Now, I know what you're thinking, Mr. Collins, but you're on the wrong track. Mr. Granite isn't the only person in town who has a grudge against McDougal.
Stuart, don't start that
Look,
again.
here, Stuart. Oh, Senor Stuart, please. You know how you say exaggerate?
Do I, Antonio?
I began to see that Tom McDougal's beautiful hacienda was actually a very strange place. There was hatred and suspicion everywhere. But keep your ears pinned, friends. We'll be back in a minute with more of our story.
This is Carl. And Mike. We're back again at another Boulevard car wash, this time at Southgate Plaza.
Boy, is it cold.
Stop worrying about how cold it is, Mike. We've got a commercial to do. As I was saying, Boulevard car wash...
Carl, look up there. There's a guy coming into Boulevard car wash.
Hey, for once you're right.
Look at him. He's unhitched his reindeer and is putting a sled through the car wash.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, yes. Merry Christmas.
And a Merry Christmas to you, but why are you putting a sled through the car wash?
Well, Boulevard Car Wash gives me the best wash in town, whether I go to the one at Maple and Niagara Falls Boulevard, or Orchard Park Road and Southwestern Boulevard, or this one at Southgate Plaza. And there's nothing worse than a dirty sled. Gets all the pretty wrapping dirty. Oh, well, this sled's finished. Be good boys now.
I don't believe it.
Merry Christmas!
This is Carl.
And Mike.
Bye for now.
Remember, he said, be good boys. That means you shouldn't hit me anymore.
After dinner, Greg and I took a stroll in the grounds. It was cool. The stars were out. And we stood by a long line of fountains that Tom had lit up with colored spotlights.
Oh, aren't those fountains gorgeous, Greg?
I know something much prettier.
What?
You, chum.
Oh, Greg. That's the first nice thing you said to me for ages. Why aren't you romantic anymore?
I know the next line, Bub. It's about how marriage changes men and they take their wives for granted.
But you do.
Now, look, darling. Let's go up on that little balcony. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
The stars are shining right on it. Just see if I've forgotten how to be romantic.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea, Greg. Come on. The stairway's over here. Greg, look. Under that archway on the floor. It's Tom. He's fainted.
Yeah, let me see him, Gail.
What's that around his neck?
It's a gimmick they call Las Bolas. 3 strips of leather with 3 lead balls.
But what's he doing with it? What's wrong with him?
Las Bolas has one major purpose, Gail. And it's just served that purpose very well. To use Las Bolas to commit murder.
The dead body of Tom McDougal, sprawled on the colored tiles by the fountains in the starlight, was a gruesome paradox. Greg leaned over, loosened those leather strips that were around Mr. McDougal's throat.
It's quite a weapon, Gail. Used extensively in Argentina. These 3 lead balls are each at the end of a leather strip, see? An expert, and only an expert, can use Las Bolas. And he tosses it, sometimes from as much as 20 feet away. One ball knocks the victim unconscious. You see that bruise on Tom's head?
Yeah.
The other 2 wrap themselves around the throat, strangling the victim. Evidently, that's just what happened to Tom.
We'd better call Antonio, don't you think? He can get the police. Antonio! Antonio!
You call me, Senora Collins? Madre mia. Senor McDougal. Ah, Los Bolas. He is dead? He's dead?
Yes, Antonio.
Oh, Senor McDougal.
Mr. Collins, Stuart and I wanted to ask you if...
Daddy? Well, what's wrong with him? What's happened? Daddy! Your father is dead, Lorna. Oh no.
Easy, Lorna. Easy.
Oh, come with me, honey. Sit down over here.
Did you find McDougal's body just that way, Mr. Collins?
Just this way, Stuart. Not 5 minutes ago. Recognize this yellow leather gadget?
Yes. They call it Los Bolos, don't they?
Yes, they do. Take care of Lorna, Gail. I'll get someone to phone the police.
You kill Senor McDougal. That is what I think, Senor Stewart.
Shut up, you crazy fool.
You hate him. You kill him.
Where'd you get that idea?
When you learn how to use Los Bolos.
Suppose I do know how. That doesn't mean I'd murder McDougal, does it?
Please stop fighting this way. Daddy's dead. What good does it do to accuse each other?
I think I can help, Lorna.
How?
By going to the other plantation and talking to Granite.
I'm a corporate lawyer, and I'm one.
I'm a pediatric nurse, and I'm one.
I'm a student, and I'm one.
I'm a housewife, and I'm one.
I'm a bus driver, and I'm one.
I'm a fashion director, and I'm one.
Everyone can be a pollution fighter, but everyone isn't. It's too bad, too, because we need as many as we can get. We need them to pick up litter. We need them to stop cars from polluting and leaves from burning. We need pollution fighters to take action in their communities against the problems that are choking our environment. We have to have them if we're to clean up our air, our lakes and rivers, our highways and our forests. It doesn't take much to become a pollution fighter. Just a desire to make our land as beautiful as it used to be. Write to Keep America Beautiful for a free booklet. 71 things you can do to stop pollution. That's Keep America Beautiful, Box 1771, Radio City Station, New York, New York. People start pollution. People can stop it.
Now, do you have your pencil and paper handy? A free gift is yours, a handy guide to available old-time radio shows
And to get yours, merely send your name and address on the back of a box top, any box top, or a reasonable facsimile thereof to this station, WBUF Box 96, Buffalo, New York, 14209. It's free. There's no obligation, and remember, your name and address on the back of any box top. Mail it to this station for your free gift, compliments of Radio Rides Again, and our answer.
Stuart and Lorna stayed and waited for the police. Meantime, Greg and I got into a station wagon with Antonio and did 85 on those dirt roads till we reached Granite's plantation. Granite was a queer-looking duck, short, shabbily dressed, with very heavy glasses. He smoked small black cigars and peered at us behind a huge desk covered with paraphernalia.
What can I do for you, Mr. Collins?
I have some news for you, Mr. Granite. Mr. McDougal is dead.
I'm glad to hear it. I loathe the man. A heart attack, I presume?
No heart. Somebody killed him with Los Bolos.
Well, then, he had the satisfaction of dying in a rather picturesque way. Most of us aren't that fortunate.
You wanted to buy Mr. McDougal's estate, didn't you?
Oh, yes, indeed. I'm an exporter, Mr. Collins. The McDougal estate is by the waterfront, has a ready-made landing. By the way, will you give Lorna McDougal a message for me?
Yeah, what is it?
Tell her I want to see her. Say it's very important. I'd never have persuaded her father to sell. He's very stubborn. Well, somebody saved me a headache.
Do not speak of the dead this way, Senor Granite. You will be punished. Senor, Senora Collins, please excuse me.
Oh, where are you going, Antonio?
I wait outside. I cannot speak to Senor Granite. If I speak to such a, how you say, man of the devil, poor Antonio will be punished himself.
Like most of the natives, Mr. and Mrs. Collins, Antonio is an illiterate fool, weaned on superstition.
I'm sorry, Mr. Granite. I'm very fond of Antonio.
You still haven't told me why you came here, Mr. Collins. You suspect me of murder, of course. But you must be incredibly naive to think that you could just walk in and have me hand you a written confession.
I haven't accused you of murder, Mr. Granite. I'm just, shall we say, gathering information.
Let me help you. Would you like to look around my place? Most of my guests find it fascinating. I've dozens of rooms in which I've gathered Latin American curiosa. One entire room is filled with the remnants of the Mayan civilization. Oh, and by the way, you'll see also a bolos, which I know how to use. Mine is painted green. What color was the one the killer used?
Chrome yellow.
Disturbing shade. I don't like it. Would you and your lovely wife care to follow me? I can describe the items in my collection as we go.
Thank you, Mr. Granite. I'd rather not.
Then may I offer you a drink? I've one of the largest wine collections in Argentine.
I think we'd prefer to leave right now, Mr. Granite.
Very well, Mrs. Collins, just as you say. My man tells me you came in your own station wagon, or I'd be happy to offer you a car. The front door is this way. Good night.
Good night, Mr. Granite. Coming, Antonio?
The station wagon is right outside, Senora. I drove it around to the front. Oh, my head. I feel dizzy. I feel sick.
Antonio, what's wrong?
Oh, sick. Antonio feels sick. The drink, there was poison in the drink.
Oh, what drink? Try to talk, Antonio. What drink?
Senor Granite, man, he give me drink while I wait out here.
Antonio!
He's been poisoned.
I resent the accusation, Mrs. Collins. Antonio may be ill for half a dozen reasons, but certainly not because of anything he was served in my house. I'll call a doctor.
You'd better call a doctor, and quickly, too. If Antonio dies, you'll have killed him.
I'll have the physician come over at once. Don't excite yourself, Mrs. Collins.
Antonio! Oh, he's so cold, Greg. And his eyes.
Gail, we've got to leave Antonio in Granite's hands.
But we can't.
We must.
Why?
We've got to get to Lorna McDougal. Bring her back here as soon as possible.
drove to the hacienda, picked up Lorna, and made all speed back to Granite's place. As we walked through the huge entrance, across the tiled floor... Look, there's Antonio. How are you, Antonio?
Better, Senora. Mr. Granite did not send for the doctor.
He didn't? Well, where is he? I'll tell him
He took good care of Antonio. Got me these blankets. Put me on the sofa and gave me drink. Antonio better.
See, Greg? Granite got a little too ambitious. He knew he couldn't let Antonio die right in front of our eyes.
Where is he, Antonio?
In that room, senor. He went in there. I think. Antonio not sure. Antonio fell asleep.
All right, Lorna. You know what to do.
Go into that room?
That's right. Tell Granite you want to know exactly what he has to say, why he wanted to see you. And don't be afraid of him. Remember, we'll be right outside the door.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, Antonio. Just relax. Go on, Lorna. Through that door. Stand over there, Gail, so Granite can't see you when she opens the door.
Ready, Mr. Collins?
Ready? Open the door. Well? See him, Lorna?
No, he's not here. I don't see him anywhere.
What is it?
In the corner of the room. Mr. Granite. He's dead. Los Bolas. Mr. Granite was lying in the corner of his room with a yellow leather bolus wrapped around his neck. His face twisted in agony, with a horrible purple tinge from strangulation. In just a minute, we'll bring you the climax of the case.
The Me Nobody Knows, the award-winning rock musical beloved by both adults and children and praised by critics as joyful, beautiful, and extraordinary, is now showing at the Studio Arena Theater through January 1st. The Me Nobody Knows is based on the funny, sad, and wise writings of ghetto children about their daily experiences, and is performed by 12 youngsters aged 8 to 18. 3 of the cast in the Studio Arena production are professional performers. The other 9 are talented local youngsters selected from over 250 applicants by director Jerry Dean. Miss Dean, Studio Arena's first female and first black director, was a cast member of the original New York production of The Me Nobody Knows. Tickets for all performances are available at the theater box office, 681 Main Street. Call 856-5650. We think you'll enjoy The Me Nobody Knows, the December production at the Studio Arena Theater at 681 Main Street. Call 856-5650.
Greg had examined the body and called for the police.
Oh, it's horrible. Horrible.
You've had more than your share, Lorna.
I don't understand it, Greg. All this time I've been thinking that Mr. Granite was...
The killer? Well, I was on that trail for a while myself, Gail, but...
Mr. Collins, Mrs. Collins.
Oh, there's Stuart.
What are you all doing? What's... Oh. Mr. Granite.
He's dead, Stuart. Died the same way Tom McDougal did.
Mm-hmm. Los Bolas, huh?
Where'd you come from, Stuart?
I work here, Mrs. Collins. I told you that before. I'm Mr. Grant's foreman.
Antonio, is this the man who gave you the drink?
Drink? What's wrong with Antonio?
No. Senor Granite has houseboy.
You know, I think we could wash this up even before the police get here.
The police?
Now, if you'll calm down for a second, Lorna, and answer a question or two.
Please, no more questions. Not about Daddy, anyway. I can't talk about that, please.
Now, take it easy, Lorna. Sit down. Have a cigarette. I'm sorry I only have these native cigarettes.
Oh, no, thank you. I only smoke American brands.
Anybody else? Antonio. I bet you could use one.
Oh, thank you, Senor Collins. That is what Antonio need. Calm the nerves, I think.
Why don't you take the chair in the corner, Stuart? I'm sure we'd all stop screaming at each other if we could get at the truth.
Look, never mind the psychological approach, Mr. Collins. All this cozy business doesn't impress me at all. Get to the point.
Oh, I will. Yes, Stuart, I will. If I can get everybody to cool off. How about you? Smoke?
All right, I'll take one.
What the kind of stuff is this? What's in this cigarette?
It's marijuana.
What?
Greg, did you say marijuana?
That's right, Gail. The killer smokes marijuana, and he...
You are very much smarter than I thought, Mr. Collins.
Antonio!
Get out of my way, Mrs. Collins.
Stop him! He'll get out through the window.
Quick, the bullet's on the wall. Give it to me. Here. Watch out, Antonio. I'm going to throw it.
No, don't throw it. Oh, my legs. My legs.
You're lucky, Antonio. I decided to wrap it around your legs and take you alive. You're lucky I didn't give it you in the throat the way you did with MacDougal and Granite.
After they took Antonio away and we said goodbye to Stuart and Lorna, we decided to finish our vacation in Caracas, Venezuela. As we waited in the airport, all right, Greg. Start from the beginning about Antonio. And tell me slowly. Because I'm not in a very bright mood.
Well, it isn't complicated at all, Gail. When Antonio collapsed, after he said he'd been poisoned, a packet of cigarettes fell out of his pocket. I recognized them. They were marijuana cigarettes. That gave me a hunch. And when we went back to pick up Lorna, I had a look at the tobacco growing there on the outskirts of the MacDougal plantation. It was marijuana.
But what's that got to do with it?
Don't you see? I've clinched it. Antonio, when we first met him, said MacDougal never examined his plantation at all. He left it to his charming foreman, Antonio.
Then if you knew it was Antonio...
Well, I wasn't absolutely positive, Gail. Until I purposely offered those cigarettes to Lorna, Stuart, and Antonio. And, of course, all they knew was that I had a native pack. Lorna refused them. They made Stuart sick. But Antonio enjoyed them.
I know the rest. I can fit the pieces together as well as you can. Antonio was probably growing the marijuana way out near the jungle where MacDougal wouldn't notice it.
Yeah, that's right. Antonio not only smoked the awful stuff, but probably sold it at a terrific profit. He poisoned the wells and started the brush fire because he wanted to jinx the place. He didn't want anyone to buy the plantation. They might find out his secret. But MacDougal must have stumbled across the stuff, so...
Antonio killed him.
That's the deal. Then, to throw suspicion off himself, he slipped himself a Mickey in Granite's house. But Granite, who was a very sharp apple, must have guessed Antonio was faking. So, Granite had to get the ball-out treatment, too.
Left call for flight 63 to Caracas.
Greg, darling, when we get to Caracas, you owe me something.
Yeah? What is it?
A balcony in the starlight.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to show me that even though we've been married for a few years, you could still be romantic. You're going to recite poetry and give me flowers and...
Oh, no, Gail. Oh, no. No, not me. I don't get romantic with all that icky stuff.
But, Greg, when we do get to that balcony with gardenias all around it, the stars are out, and we're alone, what will you do?
Oh, I'll think of something. Well, folks, Gail and I hope you enjoyed our adventure, The Chrome Yellow Death. Be sure to visit us next time for another Puzzle in Murder. For where there is crime and romance, there you'll find Mr.
And Mrs. Collins.
Tune in next week, same time, same station, for Radio Rides Again. Brought to you by the Boulevard Car Wash with 3 big locations: Niagara Falls Boulevard and Maple, Orchard Park Road and Southwestern Boulevard, and South Park Plaza, Hamburg. No matter what the size of your car, Boulevard Car Wash will do an expert job. Boulevard Car Wash reminds you to remember to send in your box tops. This is the Empire State FM Network.
Take half a minute for safety. Driving in today's traffic requires all you can give it. Sit straight, about 4 inches or less from the lower rim of the steering wheel. Professional truck drivers also suggest that you adjust your seat so you're comfortable but alert. Don't slouch and don't stretch to reach the wheel or pedals. Half a minute for safety. It can save your life.
This is WBUF.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins.
It surely is. After all, even breaking up an international crime ring doesn't justify another woman's borrowing your husband for a honeymoon. Now, does it? Even if said husband happens to be a private detective named Greg Collins. Yes, this is Dale Collins speaking, and I'll be back in a minute to set the stage for our puzzle and crime.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins.
Tell me, Gail, how could another woman borrow your husband?
Well, it was as easy as pie, Mort. She just up and asked Greg was he willing to pose as her husband.
Was she a looker?
She looked like Ava Gardner, Marilyn Monroe, and Gina Lollobrigida all mixed up in one, Mort.
Oh, so Greg accepted the invitation.
Accepted it? He grabbed it with both hands. Well, I'll tell you about it, Mort. You see, the British government was moving valuables back to London, and Greg had been called in by insurance companies connected with the project to act as a private consultant on a special fee basis. So we sailed for England. At sea, I'd gone topside for suntan. Greg had gone below for a Tom Collins. He was just leaving the bar alone and heading for the stairway when a very exotic young lady came up to him. She looked as if she'd just stepped out of a perfume ad. Please, I'm in trouble. You've got to help me.
What's wrong?
You've got to see my husband. I can't explain now, but it's terribly important. You must believe me. This isn't a joke or a trick. I'm very serious about it.
Look, I may have just come from the bar, but I'm perfectly sober. There's nothing wrong with me, so if this is any kind of gimmick at all, funny or not, I'm just not interested.
It's a matter of life and death. Pretend you're my husband for a few minutes. That's all I ask. I'll explain later.
Sounds like a great way to get mixed up in a brawl or a lawsuit. Why don't you try somebody else, man?
I'm telling you that you'll save my life if you'll do it. Those men, the 2 men coming toward us now. See them?
Friends of yours?
No, I told you I can't explain. Just say you're my husband. Oh, for heaven's sake, I beg of you, don't let me down.
Yeah, but what did...
Here they come.
Hi, Lola.
Hello, Ted.
You remember Jerry, don't you?
Sure she does. How've you been, Lola?
Oh, fine, thank you. I don't believe you've met my husband, have you? It's Ted Craven and Jerry Silver. This is my husband, Harry.
Glad to meet you, Harry.
Hello, Ted. We've heard a lot about you. I'm glad to know you, too, Jerry.
We've been looking all over the boat for you, Lola. But then I suppose you 2 honeymooners have made it your business to be alone, huh?
I'm sorry we didn't get to your wedding. We were...
It was my fault, Jerry. I told Harry it would be in bad taste, so a second wedding for me. I didn't want a very elaborate ceremony, so we just stole away.
We've had to apologize to a lot of our friends. perhaps have little reception in England, eh, Lola?
I think we should. Hurry, darling.
I've heard many interesting stories about you, Harry.
Yeah. We could hardly wait to meet you.
I almost got to see you in Washington, but when were you there?
About 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's about right.
Well, look who's coming.
Who?
That girl. She's an old friend of mine. Gail Collins, of all people.
Hello, Greg. I was just going...
Well, Gail Collins, I haven't seen you in years. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Just fine.
How's your husband?
I just got... My what?
I said, how's your husband?
Oh, you mean Alphonse?
That's it. I can never remember his name. Gail, meet my wife, Lola.
I always say that. Your wife? How do you do, Gail? How do you do?
Mrs. Tad and Jerry. Hello. You think we're running into so many old friends today, Lola, aren't we?
Mrs. Collins, did you know that these two are honeymooners?
No, I certainly did not. Really?
Well, I guess Lola and I can't keep it a secret much longer.
Oh, you must all meet my husband sometime. Of course, he's not well.
He isn't?
The gout came back.
It did?
And he still has that eye trouble.
Eye trouble?
Yes, my poor husband. Cross-eyed, you know.
Well, I think we'd better be running along then, huh?
Running along?
Yeah, we'll leave these two lovebirds alone.
Surely. Come on.
Lovebirds?
See you again sometime, Gail.
I should hope so.
Oh, come on, darling. We'll go back to our cabin.
Okay, dear. Bye.
Goodbye now. Care to join us for a stroll around the deck, Mrs. Collins?
Well, yes, I'd be glad to.
Those two make a lovely couple, don't they?
Magnificent.
She's got quite a catch in him, I'd say. Handsome fella.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Striking couple. Probably have beautiful babies.
Spell what?
Oh, look out, Mrs. Collins. You'll trip on that steamer chair.
Oh!
Here, I'll help you.
Oh.
Now, there you are. You seem so struck by what I said, I guess you didn't see it.
Yes, what was it you said?
I said, I imagine they'll have beautiful babies.
Yes. That's what did it. Yes. I was burning up. Not from suntan either. A gag is a gag, fellas, let's face it. But what in the world was Greg doing masquerading as a husband of this pin-up girl? My husband gallivanting around doing a mambo and standing in the moonlight with her. Then the shock wore off and I began thinking. Jerry and Ted began to strike me as rather tough customers. There was something insidious, probably quite vicious, underneath this monkey business on board ship. I know Greg well enough to realize he'd only be in it if he knew the score. So I let it ride a while. I knew Greg and Lola were alone later in her cabin.
I don't know how to thank you, Mr.
Collins, Greg Collins.
Oh, then that girl we met.
She's really my wife. Luckily, she picked up my hint and played the part correctly. Gail is my wife, unless she's changed her mind by now.
I'm terribly sorry.
It's all right. Gail's a good kid. She'll understand when I explain it to her. And by the way, Lola, how do you explain this? Why did you have to sort of manufacture a husband for yourself out of thin air?
Well, my husband, Harry, is with an international bank. We were in Washington until recently. Then we had word that Harry's uncle died and left us quite a sizable fortune. To collect it, we had to appear at a hearing in England. In Sheffield, as a matter of fact. Those two men are Harry's cousins.
I suppose they're named as heirs in the will, too, huh?
Yes, but unfortunately, they're not exactly very good characters. Ted has a police record, and Jerry's been in some very questionable deals. Harry and I were afraid that, well, since so much money is involved, we were afraid.
They'd try to kill Harry and collect the whole amount in the will themselves.
Yes, the will stipulates if Harry dies, Ted and Jerry get all the money.
Where's Harry now?
In England, I hope. We concocted a scheme. He flew across secretly on the clipper. He lied and told everyone he'd been on the boat. Those were all his trunks over there. We put the luggage on board deliberately. Luckily, Ted and Jerry have never seen the Horry. I didn't expect them to be on this boat. That's what frightens me even more.
I see. They appeared, so you had to produce a husband, a Horry. Well, you can't very well keep this hoax going all the way across, can you?
I could, if you'd help me. If you'd act as my husband for the whole trip.
Oh, I see.
You'll save my husband's life and more than $100,000. I don't know what might happen if Ted and Jerry found out Horry's not on board.
You're forgetting they think I'm your husband. They might start taking pot shots at me.
I'll make it worth your while, whatever you say.
I was just thinking.
Yes.
Might not be too bad. Romantic European crossing with 2 wives.
Of course, I didn't hear this conversation. If I had, I'd have told Lola just where she got off. But keep your ears peeled, friends. We'll be back in a minute with more of our story. Late that night, Greg met me out on deck. It was pitch black, so we decided to risk a stroll together. Greg told me the story.
Shall we do what Lola wants, darling? Keep up the masquerade?
Well, Romeo, it looks as if you've decided that already. Why ask me?
I'll stop if you want, Gail. Just say the word and I'll call the whole thing out.
Greg, darling.
Wait, be quiet. People are coming. Come over here. No one must see us together.
Where we go?
Behind this lifeboat. Hurry. Careful. Answer. Duck down behind this one. Answer.
Come with me back here. Now, pal.
Come closer.
I don't hear any people coming.
Oh, there aren't any.
Greg, come on.
I just thought if you and I sat down behind this lifeboat where nobody could see us, it's, well, as good as being parked in Observation Hill, my old jalopy. Remember those nights?
Remember them? Of course I do.
Look at that rolling water. And the stars just above the masthead. Just like one of those nights together back in New Mexico.
Why in the world?
Came from down the deck. That way.
Greg, the alarm bell.
Man overboard! Man overboard! Man overboard!
Greg, why'd that lipstick off your cheek?
Right. You have a smudge of white paint in your nose, baby. Must have just painted that lifeboat. Here, take my handkerchief.
Man overboard!
They're lowering a lifeboat for him, see?
There goes a searchlight. Oh, they'll find him.
Where is he? Have they spotted him? Out there, Ted. You see where I'm pointing? The searchlight seems to be concentrating there. You see? Oh, hello, Harry. Did you see him go over?
No, Ted. Mrs. Collins and I didn't see a thing. Where's Lola? Why, she's,
Isn't it awful? Did they find the man yet?
not yet, Lola. They're looking for him. You shouldn't have come out that way. You freeze in those pajamas.
I was so frightened when the bell rang. I just jumped out of bed and ran to the deck.
And just return to your cabin, please. Return to your cabin, please. The deck clear.
I returned to my cabin. Greg went with Lola to her cabin. They never recovered the body, although they did their best. The ship's officers checked each cabin to find out who was missing. After the checkup, the announcement was made that Greg Collins was missing. They questioned me, sometimes quite firmly, sort of implying I'd pushed my husband overboard or something. Nobody on board knew what he looked like except me. So I made up a description that didn't fit Greg at all, since he was supposed to be Harry Prentice, Lola's husband. Greg went on playing the role for Lola's sake. A bit too enthusiastically, I thought sometimes. Anyway, he'd steal back to my cabin occasionally and bring me up to date. The night before we were to dock at Southampton, I got a note from Lola asking me to come to her cabin.
I'm so glad you've come, Mrs. Collins. I wanted to thank you. I suppose it sounds ridiculous saying thanks for the use of your husband.
All right. If we've helped you.
Of course you have so much. I won't feel absolutely safe until we dock, though, and I see the real Harry waiting for me at the pier. I know Ted and Jerry. They don't give up so easily. I do hope it works well at the pier and nothing goes wrong.
I don't think they've caught on.
I'm not sure. I have a terrible premonition that something awful's going to happen, especially since that night when the man went overboard.
Just skip the premonition. Keep calm.
I don't know what they're liable to do, what awful scheme they may have.
Why don't you just try to forget all about it until we reach Southampton?
I will, but it's difficult. I've tried bromides, long walks to tire myself out. I can't sleep. I can't calm down. That's your husband now, pretending, of course, that he's mine. I'll go to the bar, have a drink, give you two a chance to be alone.
Well, both my wives. Very convenient.
I honestly think you're taking this too lightly.
Oh, am I?
I won't be satisfied until we've landed safely and the real Harry and I off to Sheffield.
Aren't Ted and Jerry going there, too?
Yes, but my husband's bringing a private guard with him, and it's a quick trip. I'm just telling Jerry I'd leave you two.
See you later, Lola?
Oh, certainly. Bye.
Strange feeling.
What is?
Being alone with another woman's husband.
Well, I hope you don't find it pleasant. Might become a habit.
Greg, what do you think Ted and Jerry have up their sleeves?
No feet. They'll have to play any card they have very fast. Oh, speaking of what's being concealed around here, have you told anyone I'm a detective?
Oh, of course not.
And the assignment, the gold, the bonds, mentioned it?
Certainly not. Is there some on this ship? Being moved back to England?
Uh-huh. Hey, come on. Let's get out of here. It'll look very bad if you're found in here. But there's no harm in our walking the deck together.
There are those two creeps again, Ted and Jerry. They certainly turn up often, don't they? They couldn't be crowding us a little now, could they?
They could. Hi, Ted. Hello, Jerry. Hello there. Hey, you two are really hitting it off, aren't you? Where's Lola? Gone to the bar.
And she leaves you on a honeymoon like that? With a girl as pretty as Gail?
Well, she's not the possessive type.
Just curious, you know.
Speaking of curious facts, Ted, you and Jerry just showed up automatically when that man went overboard, didn't you? Just walking around, did it?
Yeah. Just walking around. Why?
Well, it's just that you two always pop up wherever Lola and I can be found. You turn up all over the place.
Look, my friend, I got some advice for you. Don't shoot your mouth off. Don't dream up a lot of things. Don't ask questions. It ain't healthy.
No, that's kind of you, Ted. Now, I have some advice for you two. Don't start up with me. That isn't healthy either. Now, get going. You heard me.
I'd like to...
Wait, Teddy, wait. Not now. Not here. Come on. Be around, friend.
Greg Collins, you're deliberately inside him. You'll get your head knocked off.
That's part of the idea, Gail. I wanted to try something. It'll force the whole thing out into the open.
And where are you dashing to now?
The radio room. I'm going to try to reach the real Harry Prentice by cable.
How can you? What for? What are you up to?
Look, don't ask questions. It ain't healthy.
Greg simply would not explain, and there wasn't a thing I could do about it. But be patient, folks. In just a minute, we'll bring you the climax of the case. The next morning, our ship pulled into Southampton. Lola seemed to be in high spirits, feeling the worst was over. We came down the gangplank together, Greg, Lola, and I. Ted and Jerry were walking a little behind us as we stepped off the gangplank and onto the pier.
Harry must be here somewhere. I can't wait to see him.
Is he anywhere in that crowd, Lola? Behind the rope?
No, I don't see him yet. I'll find him back in the custom barrier, I'm sure. Don't say anything now. Here comes Ted.
Friends meeting you at the pier, Lola?
Yes, Ted. I expected some. I was just looking for them.
I guess this is goodbye for us, eh, Lola? See you later somewhere?
Mr. Collins?
Yes, I'm Greg Collins.
You're Harry Prentice, aren't you?
What's this all about?
He isn't named Collins, Inspector. Oh, yes, I am. You see, Ted, Jerry, I had friends waiting at the pier, too. They're very anxious to meet you. Inspector McIntyre of the yard. We have men all over the dock, so I would advise no one to try anything.
This man is Greg Collins, and I'm his wife. First time I could say so in almost a week, and I don't mind announcing it at all. Now, let's go on from there.
Lola, what the devil have you done here?
Don't you start anything, Ted. Lola told us about the will.
The will? What will?
If you'll excuse me, I'd like to look for my husband. He must be the other end of the pier.
I hardly think so, Lola.
My arm. Oh, really, my arm, Mr. Collins.
I just want to be sure he won't run off on some foolish errand, Lola. Harry isn't on this pier, is he? He isn't even in England, I'd say.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's go on me.
Go ahead, Mr. Collins. Let's have the rest. Your husband's at the bottom of the ocean, isn't he, Lola? Your beloved husband you've been so worried about. Right? He's dead and gone.
Inspector, I appeal to you. This man...
Continue, Mr. Collins. When the roll call was made after a man went overboard, they said Greg Collins was missing. That meant Harry was really the man that was missing, didn't it? I'd taken his place, hadn't I?
Lola, if you pulled a trick like that...
Oh, if he did, Ted.
She murdered Harry?
Certainly. I knew your husband must have registered on board, Lola, or the roll call would never have come out that way. Your husband worked for an international bank, all right. He was helping bring gold and bonds and other valuables to London. He wanted to keep his presence on board very quiet, so he stayed in his cabin, allowed no one to spot him. That played right into your hands. You had a smuggling gimmick figured out with Ted and Jerry. They'd knock him out, use his papers, his keys, get access to the bullion, sneak some of it off the ship on that luggage you pointed out to me.
You can't prove any of that.
Then they got greedy. You decided you wouldn't have to split with Ted and Jerry. You do it all yourself. They'd never seen Harry. You got me to portray your husband. Ted and Jerry'd go off on a wild goose chase trying to kill me. They'd step into trouble I didn't expect. Meantime, you killed Harry yourself. Dragged the body out in the dead of night and shoved it into the sea.
Evidence, Greg. I don't see how you can really prove it.
Remember when you and I hid behind that lifeboat? You got white paint on your nose?
Then when?
They'd just painted the lifeboat. When Lola came out on deck, she was in pajamas, remember?
Why, you...
It struck me as being just odd enough to call for some investigation. So, during one of the many times I was in your cabin, Lola, I looked at your dresses. One of them had a big white smudge on it. Paint. From the lifeboat. Don't tell me you can explain how that happened. Gad and I hid behind one for a reason, but why did you? Could it be you hit the dead body there till you got the right moment when the deck was deserted so you could push it over? Could it be you sweated it out when somebody saw the body go over and turned in an alarm? Could it be you saw the murder act coming if they found that body in the water?
Then there isn't any will. Or any dead uncle.
Inspector, I'd like to take a small bet with you that Lola has a very fancy trunk with hidden compartments. And in the compartments, you'll find very high-valued negotiable bonds, securities, maybe some pure gold, all of which was in Harry's custody. And if you'll check with the purser...
I already did. Harry Prentice had a safe deposit box. Lola Prentice here visited quite a few times, without being watched or questioned, of course, being his wife. The box is quite empty. That stuff in the trunk, too, Mrs. Prentice?
No. You talk to these two, Ted and Jerry.
You can't hold us, Inspector. We didn't do a thing.
Except plan to lift all those valuables with Lola Prentice. Except plan homicide before she beats you to it. Shall we get off the pier? I have a car waiting. Come along, Mrs. Prentice.
Oh, well, Lola. Yes, Mrs. Collins? My curiosity is killing me. The jig's up, so I presume you'll tell the truth. I think I know all about this crime, but...
Yes?
You spend so much time alone with my husband. I don't want to spend the rest of my life wondering.
Wondering what?
Did he ever kiss you?
The car's waiting, and we've the boat train to catch the London Gale.
Well, Lola, suppose we leave that part of the mystery unsolved, shall we? After all, it's the best part, isn't it?
I hate that woman.
Oh, she was just being coy. A woman would get satisfaction, Gail, from not answering that question.
I hate you, too.
Yeah, this is a fine, high-class London hotel. We're comfortable. The food's better in England now. We eat theater tickets, dinner dates with friends. Relax. Enjoy your stay here.
How did Scotland Yard know you wanted them to meet you here at the dock?
Oh, when I went to the radio room, I wired the yard to ask if they knew a Harry Prentice. They wired back that he worked for an international bank and was on board our ship with valuables. So I told him to meet us and have the whole pier covered. Just in case Ted, Jerry, or Lola tried anything fancy.
How long will we be here?
Well, it'll take about a week to wrap up my assignments. The British government's bringing lots of valuables back to London on various ships and planes. Don't ask when or where. And you can go on shopping sprees. I'll be back every night.
Oh, look, Greg. The Thames. It's corny, but every time I look out the window in London, I get a big charge.
Yeah, so do I. Parliament, Westminster. The Bobby's on the corner. Yeah, I'm a real pushover. Tourist-type, gawking, wide-eyed American. It's a thrilling view from here, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Thrilling, darling.
You seem so thoughtful, girl. What are you thinking? Nervous? Wishing we were on our honeymoon again?
No.
Want to duck tonight's date and go somewhere alone? That's what you're thinking, huh?
No.
Thinking of how much you love me?
No.
What is it, darling?
I hate that woman. I hate that woman. Don't go away. In just a moment, we'll be back with you.
Well, folks, again, I hope you enjoyed our adventure in the Dead White Lifeboat. Be sure to visit us next time for another puzzle in murder. For whether it's crime and romance, there you'll find Mr.
And Mrs. Collins.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins.
It surely is. After all, when another woman wants to give a private showing of the Dance of the Seven Veils for your husband, that's murder. Oh, my name isn't Gail Collins. Yes, I'm the wife of that famous or infamous private detective, Greg Collins. And I'll be back in a minute to set the stage for our puzzle in crime.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins.
I call this adventure the Dull Blue Treasure, Jack.
Okay, Gail, but you said something about the Dance of the Seven Veils.
I did. Get that wolfish look out of your eyes.
Well, all right, but let's get to this yarn, ma'am. I've got to hear about that dance.
Well, Greg and I were in our hometown for a change in San Francisco. The big news of the week, as far as we were concerned, was that the Gold Coast Theater had revived nothing less than real, old-fashioned vaudeville. So Greg and I bought 2 seats down front of the orchestra and 2 enormous bags of popcorn and sat back to have ourselves a perfectly wonderful time.
Well, look, they're changing the card. The next act is Slapping the Cabbage.
What? Slapping the Cabbage? Where did I hear that name before?
I got an autographed picture of him in my office. Remember? He's one of the greatest old-time vaudeville comics that ever lived. My father used to tell me about it.
Here he comes. Oh, he's cute, Greg, in that red wig and those baggy pants.
Hey, Slappy.
Yeah, Harry, was you gonna ask me something?
Sure, Slappy. I was gonna ask you, how are you gonna elope with your girl?
I'm gonna take a tube of shaving cream with me.
A tube of shaving cream? What good'll that do?
I'm gonna squeeze it and climb up the ladder. Dear ladies and gents, I will now render meaning to tear apart, that beautiful ballad, run into the roundhouse, Nellie, he can't corner you there.
I've got to stop that Slappy from singing.
I'll bet he hits him with a custard pie, Greg.
No, he's going to do the rubber knife gag. See, Gail? See that big knife the Stooge has? He'll stab Slappy, and Slappy will go right on singing. Then he shoots him, and that doesn't work. But then a gorgeous girl goes by.
You're spoiling it for me.
Okay, but watch. He's going to stab him.
Yes, sirree. I've got to stop that singing. There's all do it.
Greg, he's in real pain. Is that blood on his shirt part of the act?
I don't like the way this looks. Could be part of the act.
Slappy. It's Slappy. What's happened? Slappy. Hey, get a doctor, somebody. I killed him.
Greg and I fought our way out of the crowd in that theater and started snooping around backstage. All right, genius. Where do we start?
We start by talking to that old gentleman standing by the curtain rope.
Say, Pop. Yes, son? What can I do for you?
Pop, my name's Collins. This is Mrs. Collins.
How do you do?
I'm a private detective.
My boy, I've told the police everything I know. Of course, I'd be glad to answer any more questions.
Did you get to see much when they knocked out Slappy?
Nope. You see, my job here is raising and lowering the curtain. That knife scene's usually pretty long and gets a lot of laughs. So I was just squatting off in the wings there, trying to light my pipe without the fireman seeing me. A terrible thing that was, son, when Slappy died. We all loved Slappy, you know.
Anybody else in the wings when the act was on, Pop?
Yep. Candy Treverne. She's the veil dancer. I saw her standing around, and Jackie Steen, he's the prop man. There he is, over there.
He's the man to talk to first, Greg. The rubber knife that turned out to be made of steel is a prop, isn't it? And does Jackie Steen be in charge of it?
There's someone much more important that we have to talk to first, Gail.
Who's that?
The man who actually stabbed Slappy.
Harry Cash? Oh, he's upstairs. He's all broken up. The police couldn't get a word out of him. He needs a doctor. Harry does.
Which dressing room is Harry's, Pop?
Right up that little iron stairway, Mr. Collins. Dressing room 60.
Come in. Oh, Mr. Cash, my name is Collins. I'm a private detective. This is my wife, Gail.
Hello, Mr. Cash.
What do you want? Got any ideas about who did the job on Slappy? We spoke to Pop downstairs.
The old guy that works the curtain. Yeah, he's whacked up, too. What'd he tell you?
It was very touching, Harry. He said everybody loved Slappy.
It didn't have nothing to do with Slappy. Nothing personal. It's probably account of the diamond. Slappy was just part of the whole setup.
Diamond? Now we're getting somewhere. Who's Diamond?
I told this to the cops. How many times do I got to go through this? There was a babe named Helen Lamont. She was an actress, made a lot of dough. Me and Slappy and Pop and Candy and Jackie, we all worked with her. 18 years ago. She was an all right kid. He played every tank town in the country with Helen. Her only trouble was every time she made a buck, she gave it away. She got pneumonia one night after the show in Fort Wayne. Just before she died, she said she wanted to leave something with the gang. It was a diamond worth a carload of letters. An uncut stone. It was all she had. No savings. No, nothing. She told us to cash it in and split up the dough.
Did you do it?
Well, we started to, but none of us had the heart. We decided to keep it. We bought a safe deposit box in a bank. Each of us had a key. And then the market crashed. Vaudeville blew up. We couldn't help ourselves. We were going to see what we could raise on the stone, and it was gone.
Gone? Did you ever find it?
No. I ain't seen it in years. But if you ask me, someone round here's got it and is bumping off everybody who's entitled to a cut. Jackie Steen, for instance.
The prop man?
Yeah, Jackie's a phony. Only guy in the outfit nobody will play gin with. He's a natural crook. He got out of the theater in 29 and went into bootlegging. Why don't you bother him with your questions? He could have switched the knives easier than anybody.
Thanks, Harry, I will.
There's that prop man's door, Greg. Let's go. Let's speak to this Jackie Steen.
Okay, let's. We can speak to him, Gail.
Isn't he in there?
Yes, he is.
Well, let's go.
Stay out of here, Gail. I don't want you to see this. It's not very pretty.
But
Jackie Steen's throat's been cut.
keep your ears pinned, friends. We'll be back in a minute with more of the story. It didn't take any more persuasion from Greg for me to forget about Jackie Steen lying in the prop room with his throat cut. I've been through plenty of killings with Greg, but I still can't stomach the really vicious ones. The police weren't at all happy since Jackie Steen had been murdered under their very noses. While they poked around in the prop room, Greg was ready to visit a new customer. And a very fancy customer she was, too.
Well, this is Candy's dressing room, Gail. Now, you wait outside.
You've got a good case. Me? Wait outside? While you're in there alone with a veil dancer?
Now, Gail, don't be ridiculous. I'm going in here to talk to her about the case. I'm going in on business.
What kind of business?
It's all perfectly legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not susceptible to women like that.
I'm going to give you 5 minutes in there, Greg, and if you're not out...
Okay, it's a deal.
The last time you spoke to a female suspect, you came out of the room with lipstick all over you.
Well, she was the impulsive type.
So am I. Whenever there's monkey business, I stop throwing things.
You won't have to. Bye, darling.
Bye, dear.
Come in.
Miss Treverne?
Hello.
I'm Greg Collins. I'm investigating Slappy McTavish's death.
Sit down, Mr. Collins. Have a drink?
No, thanks.
Don't drink, huh?
Oh, sometimes.
I know your type. Knew it the minute you walked in. The outdoorsy kind. Big, broad shoulders. You from the West?
Uh-huh.
I kind of suspected that, too.
Miss Treverne...
Don't be so formal. My name's Candy.
Candy. Now, about this diamond left to you and your friends by Helen Lamont.
Did you catch my act?
No. Haven't had a chance to see it. Now, about this diamond...
I do the dance of the 7 veils. It's an oriental dance. The MC, when he introduces me, calls it the dance of love. Want to see a little bit of it?
Warm in here, isn't it?
I do a brand new version of it. Most girls take the veils off, but I put them on, one by one. I'll show you. I start out this way, see?
Candy, stop.
Don't you like it?
Whether I like it or not, I still want to know who killed Slappy McTavish and Jackie Steen.
Oh, that.
You were part of the group that was given Helen's diamond, weren't you?
Uh-huh.
You were in the wings when Slappy was stabbed, right?
Look, handsome, you're wasting a lot of valuable time if you think you're going to nail me for this rap.
Maybe.
Why don't you talk to Harry Cash? He was Slappy's steward. He used the knife.
I did talk to him.
Well?
Harry's not in a very good mood. Candy, if you could tell me more about that diamond, for instance, where you think it might be.
They tell me you Westerners aren't half as cold as you look. You sure you don't want to see my dance? Watch. I wear this under the veil, see?
You could wash that costume of yours in a demi-tasse.
Pretty, isn't it? With all the sequins and the jewelry. Now I pick up one veil, and the music starts.
Hello, Gail.
I hope I'm interrupting.
I was just asking Candy a few questions.
$64 one?
Now, Gail.
She sounds like she's your wife.
She is.
You're a very lucky woman, Mrs. Collins. How'd you ever catch him?
Well, I don't do a veil dance, Candy. But there are other ways. If Greg hadn't left Candy's dressing room that minute, I'd have grabbed him by the ear, tall as he is, and pulled him out bodily. That dancer was coming on like the super chief. Outside Candy's room, Greg recuperated from the gal's hypnotic influence very quickly. He was worried about the case. It was obvious that having killed 2 people, the murderer was off on a spree and might decide to do away with a few more. And Greg, my very clever husband, was stumped. Then he decided to make a shot in the dark. He persuaded the police to let him take Pop, the old gentleman who worked the curtain, to a nearby lunchroom for coffee. Greg thought the sweet old geezer might give him a clue about Harry Cash or Candy.
Pop, this actress that died, Helen Lamont. Did you know her very well?
Yeah, I certainly did, Mr. Collins. You know, she was the kindest and gentlest and most beautiful gal that you've ever seen. Would you like to see a picture of her, Mr. Collins?
Got one, Pop?
Oh, I got dozens of them. Here, in my wallet. I kept all the clippings about her. Go on, take a look at them. You just see what the newspaper boys thought of Helen. Yeah, that was Boston. And there's Philadelphia. And there's a swell picture of her, isn't it?
Yeah. Pop, can I keep one of these clippings? Would you mind very much? I'll give it back to you tomorrow.
Go right ahead, Mr. Collins.
This clipping will do. Yeah, I just want a picture of her. Have you finished your copy, Pop? I want to get back to the theater.
Yeah, got an idea about who's been doing all the killing?
Well, Pop, you know, you can't fish without bait. That's been my trouble up till now. But at last I have some bait.
Don't go away. In just a moment, we'll bring you the climax of the case. When Greg returned to the theater with Pop, the show was on again. The manager had put up a very convincing, tearful performance for the police about how the show must go on. Actually, of course, what worried him was the money he was losing as long as the box office was closed. I knew my Greg had got hold of a very worthwhile clue because he was behaving strangely, like a foxhound that's got the scent. He took me into the stalls as the first act ended. Greg, this is silly. You saw this show.
I never got to see Candy do a veil dance, though.
If that's why you brought me here...
Sit down, baby. Take it easy. I don't want to see that dance because of what you think.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the sensational The entrancing little lady who brings you all the beauty and mystery of the Orient in a gorgeous face and figure, Miss Candy Traherne doing the dance of love, the dance of the seven veils.
Lovely costume she almost has on, isn't it? Of course, she had to make it sparkle with all that 5 and 10 cent store jewelry. Greg, I said that's the love... Oh, Greg, will you come out of that trance and stop staring at her? It's positively insulting to me.
That's it. Come on, Gail, I've got the answer. We're going backstage.
But why? What are we going to do? What are you up to?
Promise not to give me a fast left of the chin if I tell you.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to solve this case by...
Yeah?
By having a very close look at Candy's costume.
Come in.
Candy,
Why, Mr. Collins, how nice to see you. Don't tell me you missed my number, because if you did, I'd be glad to do it again for you. Here, just for the two of us.
Come on in, Gail, and close the door.
Right, Greg. Hey, wait a minute. What are you up to? When'd you get the gun?
Candy, you're going to let my wife take that costume off you. I'll wait outside. But get this. I don't want any shenanigans. The minute I step outside, get that costume off and hand it to Gail. Is that clear?
I certainly will not do that.
I don't like using this 38, Candy. But if I have to, I will.
Okay, I'll do it.
I'll be right outside this door. And make it fast in there.
Shouldn't take me more than 5 seconds, Greg.
Come on, come on.
Here it is, Greg.
Good. I'm locking your door, and I've got the key, Candy, so just sit down and relax. You're going to be in there for quite some time.
Hey, wait, you can't.
That does it.
Let me out of here. Let me out of here. Let me out.
Yeah, let me see that costume. Uh-huh. Here it is.
Greg, that's...
The diamond. The uncut diamond, right?
How'd you know
The
it
last
was?
time I was in Candy's dressing room, she pointed out that the costume had jewelry on it. It occurred to me that putting the real diamond in among all the fake stones on that outfit of hers would be a very convenient place for the killer to hide this 24-carat baby. Then, when we watched Candy's dance, I saw it. Cut diamonds glisten, Gail. They sparkle blue-white. But uncut diamonds look like this one in my hand, a dull, chalky blue. I spotted it from our seat in the stalls. Every other stone in her costume sparkled but this one. We were all thinking of a sparkling diamond, not one that looks like this.
Then Candy stole it. And she killed Slappy and Jackie Steen. She was going to kill them all, so she'd have the diamond to herself.
Sorry, pal, no. Now, come with me to the wardrobe room and see if you can make yourself look like this picture of Helen Lamont.
I fixed myself up. I didn't look exactly like Helen Lamont, but by using a few makeup tricks and wearing her clothes that we found in the wardrobe room, the resemblance was strong enough to scare the daylights out of anyone who knew the dead woman. Greg walked me past the long line of dressing rooms and stopped in front of one door.
The murderer is in that room, Gail. Now go on in and say just what I told you to say. And be careful, darling. You're dealing with a homicidal maniac.
Oh, fine thing. You think of the nicest things for me to do.
Go on in.
Okay. Hello, Pop.
Helen Lamont.
They do call you Pop now, don't they? But I remember you when you were young.
No, you're dead. You're dead. You can't come back. Helen, you found the diamond. You're wearing the diamond. It was my diamond because you were mine. Those others didn't deserve it. They wanted to sell it, but not me. I kept everything of yours. Your clothes, your makeup. And your diamond traveled wherever the show went. I always hid it as part of the show. I loved you, and you loved me. You told me that. You said I was the one you loved. They almost found it this week. I couldn't let them have it. Not my stone. So I had to kill them. I killed McTavish and Steen. I'll kill them all. They mustn't touch anything of yours. Everything that belonged to you is mine. Only mine.
Don't come near me. Greg!
All right, Pop. I heard everything I wanted to. And now all we gotta do is wait for the cops.
Later that night, at home.
Gail, will you please turn out that light and come to bed?
Uh-huh.
What are you doing in front of that mirror?
I want to see if I'm as good as she is.
As good as who is?
Candy. I'm practicing the veil dance. Greg. How'd you know Pop was who you were looking for?
From the newspaper clipping you showed me.
The one with a picture of Helen Lamont?
Uh-huh. Didn't you see the man standing next to her in the picture? All you had to do was take about 15 years off Pop, and he was the man. Besides, underneath it said he did a knife act with Helen. A real knife act. Not one of those phonies with a fake backboard where the knives pop out. So, you take Pop and his knives. All you have to do is get him into a confession by dressing your wife up like Helen Lamont. There was only one thing I admired about Pop.
What was that?
Well, he certainly picked an interesting place to hide that diamond. Passing it on to Candy's costume along with the cheap stones.
Greg.
Yeah?
Could you please stop thinking about Candy? And concentrate on me?
You know, that's a darn good idea. Come here, Mrs. Collins.
Don't go away. In just a moment, we'll be back with you.
Well, folks, Gade and I hope you enjoyed our adventure, The Dull Blue Treasure. Be sure to visit us next time for another Puzzle in Murder, for where there is crime and romance. There you'll find Mr.
And Mrs. Collins.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins.
Surely is. After all, suppose you were arrested on suspicion of murder, and your husband was out chasing a beautiful redhead with $100,000. And you think you've got troubles, huh? You should be married to Greg Collins, the private detective. Yes, I'm Gail Collins, and I'll be back in a minute to set the stage for our puzzle in crime.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins.
Well, if it isn't Mort Hall.
That's right, Gail. And I'd like to hear all about this beautiful redhead.
You men are all the same.
Sure we are. Now, how about the story?
Well, Greg and I were having our breakfast coffee. We do kind of a switch on the husband and wife routine at breakfast. Greg's hungry. He gobbles up pancakes and sausages and concentrates on his eating. Me, I bury my nose in the morning paper. Greg's business as a private detective keeps him so busy he doesn't have too much time for the news. So me, I'm the poor man's Walter Winchell. I tell Greg what's new.
Well, go ahead, pal. Let's hear it.
Your insurance all paid up, Greg?
Why?
Your days are numbered. They're knocking off private detectives in this town like pins in a bowling alley.
What? What did I get this time?
The paper says your friend Tommy Brown was shot last night in his office.
No, that isn't surprising. Mr. Brown was no friend of mine, Gail. I warned him. He was getting into some very crooked deals.
He was looking for a woman named Nella Stevens, it says.
He probably found her. Only somebody didn't like it, so they shot him.
Well, who's Nella Stevens?
I pass.
I thought maybe she was somebody in the gossip columns or those silly magazines.
You should know. You read them.
Out of morbid curiosity, that's all. Anyway, you'd better let this be a lesson to you. Take me along on your murder cases. I'll keep you out of trouble.
Yes, you're very helpful.
Your wife isn't a good detective, huh?
Terrible.
She good for anything at all?
I doubt it.
How about this?
Yes, now that you mention it, she does have talent along certain lines.
While Greg and I were at breakfast, a man we'd never heard of, a Mr. Charles, was talking to a gunman who worked for him, a gunman named Johnny. They were in Charles' very expensive and lavishly decorated apartment.
I'm telling you the truth, Mr. Charles. When I got there, this private eye, this Tommy Brown, was dead.
Johnny, doesn't it strike you as odd?
Doesn't what?
I hired Brown to find Nella Stevens. He was going to tell me last night where he'd found her. And then he was murdered. About the time you got there.
You think I saw the killer?
I don't know, my dear Johnny. I'm merely speculating.
I didn't have nothing to do with it.
I'm still looking for Nella Stevens, Johnny.
How am I going to find her, Mr. Charles?
The private detective did. You're as bright as he is.
Yeah, he got 2 bullets in him for finding her.
Yes, Johnny. And somebody might get bullets in him for not finding her.
Me, for instance, Mr. Charles?
You, for instance, my dear Johnny.
I walked Greg over to his office, which is in one of San Francisco's newest skyscrapers. Figured I'd butt in on a case or two. Greg hates it, but me, I worry about him. I also worry about the women that parade into his place. The one we found in his waiting room, for example.
I'm Lillian Burton, Mr. Collins.
Oh, do sit down. This is my wife, Gail.
How do you do, Miss Burton?
No, not here in the anteroom. My private office, Miss Burton.
Thank you.
Wait here, Gail. Gail, come back. I said wait here.
Oh? Did you?
Well, perhaps Miss Burton wants to talk to me confidentially.
That's what I thought.
Read some magazines out here, chum. Newspapers, whatever you like.
Okay. Say, here's something. Pershing says he has the Kaiser on the run. Where do you get these magazines? From your dentist?
What's on your mind, Miss Burton?
I want you to find my sister-in-law.
Why?
So my brother can sue her for divorce.
Well, sorry, I don't get mixed up in divorces.
But she may have been murdered.
What makes you think so?
She's been missing for 6 months.
That doesn't mean she was killed. Unless you have special knowledge.
Now, don't start accusing me. I don't like innuendos like that.
I'm just trying to get the story straight. What's your sister-in-law's name?
Nella Stevens.
There again.
Nella Stevens is her maiden name. She's originally from Los Angeles. Why did you say her again?
Her name was in the morning paper.
Yes, very unfortunate. That private detective.
Well, the fact that he was killed looking for her is hardly tempting for me.
Oh, hear me out first.
The divorce her fault?
No, nothing bitter about it. My brother Gerald is young and, well, he's fallen in love with someone else.
Well, could Nella have disappeared so your brother can't find her and serve her with the papers? Is she blocking the divorce that way?
Well, absolutely not. That's why I know something must have happened to her.
Anybody else mixed up in her life? Another man, maybe?
Not that I know of.
She, psychologically sound. No possibility of amnesia.
Out of the question.
Do you have any idea why the first detective hired on the case was murdered?
None. You frightened. That's why you won't look for Nella.
Well, I don't scare that easily, Miss Burton. But I do like to know who's holding what cards.
You've got to take the case. I need your help terribly. Isn't there anything that will persuade you?
What does Nella look like?
She's 5'3", weighs 115 pounds, has beautiful red hair and lovely blue eyes. They say she looks like me.
Lovely eyes and beautiful hair, looks like you. Yeah, you're the modest type, I see.
No, just telling you facts. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
Speaking of facts, let's face a very interesting one. The fee.
I hope it won't be exorbitant.
Stuntmen get a lot of money, Miss Burton, because their assignments might be fatal. You're asking me to walk the same road as a colleague of mine just walked, and he's in the morgue.
All right. Name the figure.
5,000. Find her enough.
Well, would that settle it? Then you'd accept?
Probably.
I'll dig the money up somehow, some way. It's a deal. 5,000. Of course, if it could be less, even a little less...
You're asking me to find a woman nobody's been able to locate in 6 months. She's very attractive. In spite of what you say, she's unquestionably involved with men. Some of them are obviously hoods. They just knocked off the guy who finally did find her. And you've no really valuable clues. Well, there'll be nothing less, Miss Burton.
All right. I'll pay.
Then you're on.
Will you start immediately?
Immediately.
You're a darling. I could just kiss you.
Was I interrupting something? I hope?
No. She got excited, Gail, because I consented to take the case. Have you a pencil? I want to take down Miss Burton's number.
I think you've already got her number.
I came here to hire services, Mrs. Collins, not to indulge in second-rate wisecracks.
You also did not come here to kiss my husband. Or did you?
Here, I'll write my number on this pad. There.
I'll call you the moment I learn anything, Lillian.
Learn anything? Brother, if I hadn't come in, you'd have graduated with honors in about 5 minutes.
I was talking about the case.
Well, I wasn't. Isn't that odd?
I'm very grateful, Mr. Collins. Goodbye, Mrs. Collins.
Goodbye, Miss Burton.
Sweet girl.
Husband snatcher.
Gail, you don't know what this involves.
I certainly do. I listened on the intercom.
1 million people in San Francisco, and I have to find one redhead. It's like looking for a cheap apartment.
I have a feeling I can clean up this case with one call. Excuse me.
And I have a feeling you flipped.
Just listen.
Hello?
Oh, may I speak to Nella Stevens?
This is Nella Stevens.
This is the office of Greg Collins. Are you from Los Angeles?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
Hello?
Well, my fine, high-class private detective is a big problem. What have you got to say now?
Well, it couldn't be the same, Nella Stevens. Lillian's been looking for her for almost 6 months.
Maybe she wasn't trying very hard. She's living at the Beverly Arms Apartments.
How did you know?
Elementary, my dear Collins. I looked it up in the phone book. So that was that. We'd located Nella Stevens' first pup. But keep your ears pinned, friends. We'll be back in a minute with more of our story. Well, the obvious thing to do next was to go to Nella Stevens' apartment. So we did the obvious thing. Well, Greg, what does the nameplate say?
Oh, it says Nella Stevens, all right, but it can't be the same one.
Well, what's the matter?
It's not locked.
Nobody home.
Well, let's try the bedroom.
Greg?
Yeah? Somebody hit this joint like a hurricane.
What could they have been looking for?
Same thing we are. Nella Stevens.
But they couldn't have expected to find her in any of these drawers. If you ask me, this was a conventional robbery.
You talked to her 15 minutes ago.
So what?
Well, if this were a conventional robbery, then the burglar might still be... What happened to those lights?
I don't know.
Turn them on.
They don't work.
Well, the fuse must have gone. Don't move.
That's good advice. Why don't you take it, too?
Here, get that flashlight out of my eyes.
Well, Greg Collins, the detective, right?
Have we met?
Not formal, no. I saw you in a courtroom once. You did real good. But you won't this time. Not with this dame.
Which dame?
Nella Stevens, the dame with you.
I am not a dame. I am Mrs. Greg Collins.
That must be fun.
I could have more fun, pal, pushing your wise guy face.
Never mind that. It'll get us all in a jam.
I didn't hear your name.
Call me Johnny.
Well, Johnny, we're looking for Nella Stevens, too.
My boss would like to know that.
Well, who's your boss?
Mr. Charles. He's a very nice guy. You ought to meet him. In fact, you ought to meet him right now.
Well, maybe I don't want to.
Maybe you don't see this 38.
We'll meet him. I love cordial invitations like that.
All right, folks. Step inside.
Quit shoving, Johnny.
Hello, Mr. Charles.
And precisely what is this uproar about?
It's just what the doctor ordered. Meet Nella Stevens, Mr. Charles.
Nella Stevens?
You don't recognize her?
My dear Johnny, I told you Nella was a redhead. This lovely girl is not.
Hear that, Greg? This lovely girl?
Well, I found both of them in Nella Stevens' apartment.
Well, I'm extremely sorry. I didn't quite catch your name.
The name is Collins, Greg Collins.
A renowned detective. I'm impressed. What were you doing in Nella's apartment?
Looking?
For what?
I heard there was a vacancy.
I wonder if we have time for these little ventures into irrelevant humor.
Okay, so we'll leave.
What is your interest in Nella Stevens?
A client of mine wants to locate her.
Perhaps we can join forces. I'm looking for her, too.
Thanks? No.
You're uncooperative, aren't you, Mr. Collins?
Give me a crack at him, boss. You cooperate.
Would you like Johnny to go to work on you?
Sure. If you'll put down that gun.
Yeah, I'll take the gun, thank you, Johnny. Where's Nella, Mr. Collins? Mr. Collins, I'm not doing this for amusement. Nella Stevens worked for me until she disappeared with $100,000 of mine. I want it back.
You need to answer?
No, never mind. Hello? Yeah? Yeah? You have? Oh, splendid. Accept my apologies, Mr. Collins.
What for?
An error. It's been rectified. One of my employees phoned in. Imagine. He just found Nella Stevens.
Got the key to the office?
Here.
I'll turn on the lights.
Greg, look, near your desk. It's a woman lying on the floor.
Stay right there, I'll look.
If she's asleep, don't disturb her.
I couldn't possibly disturb her. She's dead.
Oh, no.
We finally found Nella Stevens.
Why was she killed here?
Remember when you spoke to her on the phone? He said this is Greg Collins' office. Well, she must have come down here to find out what was going on, and Charles's hoods were waiting for her.
You're a bad guesser, Collins. I'd like to be your bookmaker.
This is the second time you've snuck up on me, Johnny. I'm getting annoyed, you know. Now get that gun out of my face.
I've been tailing you ever since you left Charles' place. That phone call was a phony. Charles figured when you heard we found Nella Stevens, you'd go where she was hiding out to check.
Well, he's a bad guesser, too.
Why'd you knock her out?
Don't be knitted. I just got her, you know that.
Yeah, but how long does it take to knock a broad off and roll her for a dove?
Give me the phone.
What do you call them?
The cops.
Forget it. It's a crummy idea.
You got a better one?
Yeah, I got a better one.
Take it easy, Greg.
Where's Johnny?
Gone. Coming back with Charles.
I'd like to get Johnny sometime when he's not armed.
Oh, don't try to get up. I already called the police.
I didn't want to take a chance disarming him on account of you. A wild shot, you know. Look, why don't you go to the movies,
I'd rather be with you.
Oh, don't you have any shopping to do?
I'd rather be with you.
You're messing up the case, Gail.
You're wrecking our marriage, Greg.
Okay, but I'm not responsible. All right. Come along with me.
The phony? Greg, I mean. He sneaked to a phone booth on a pretense, contacted his pals over at police headquarters, and had them pick me up. They took me to headquarters. But I vowed then and there to fix Greg's wagon if it was the last thing I did. And and I don't mean his station wagon. While I was filming and fussing in custody, Johnny was calling his boss.
That you, Mr. Charles?
Yes, Johnny.
When do you hear this? The screwiest thing. Who do you think killed Nella Stevens?
She's dead.
The cops just picked up Greg Collins' wife.
Oh, that is odd.
You better kiss your $100,000 goodbye. Go on with the wind, pal.
Yeah, perhaps you're right. You come by and see me, Johnny.
What for?
I'll pay you off.
You didn't have to drive me to the airport, Mr. Charles.
I'm delighted to do it, Johnny. It's the least I could do under circumstances.
Hey, wait, you made a mistake.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you should have taken that left turn.
How stupid of me.
Why are we stopping here?
Well, something just occurred to me.
That?
Yeah. Johnny, who stands to gain the most from Nella Stevens' death?
Greg Collins?
Why do you say that?
He could knock her off and grab the money?
Incredible. Collins is a world-famous detective. He's turned down more money than that. Extremely ethical.
Maybe his wife's one, huh?
Don't be absurd.
Where does that leave?
You, my dear Johnny.
Me? Where are you getting at?
Suppose you committed the murder. You wouldn't have to split the take with anyone.
Oh, come on.
You have money with you, Johnny, or should we drive somewhere and pick it up?
Put away that gun.
No, you can't. The price is stupidity, my dear Johnny. To live by violence is to die that way.
So that was the second murder in this case. But don't go away. In just a minute, we'll bring you the climax of the case. Of course, all this time I was in the hoosegow, but my dear, treacherous husband was paying a nice, cozy little visit to Lillian Burton's apartment.
Well, I'll be darned. Greg Collins.
Hello, Lillian. Can I come in?
Can you? Step right in. Tell me why all the attractive men are married.
Skip it. We've business.
Where's your wife?
Didn't you hear me?
Tell me where she is.
At police headquarters. I couldn't afford to let her go wandering around town on this case. Too many trigger-happy people about.
Trigger-happy? Who?
Your sister-in-law worked for a man named Henry Charles.
Have you found her?
Yeah.
Where is she?
My office.
Oh, I'll get my coat. I'll be with you in a minute.
Now, wait a second. I have bad news for you.
She's ashamed to see me, is that it? Oh, that's all right.
It isn't that.
What are you trying to tell me?
She's dead.
She's... Oh, no, that's awful.
She wasn't a young innocent, Lillian. She was mixed up with a rough crowd, stole $100,000.
Do you realize what you're saying?
Sure.
But that doesn't make sense. Nella was a simple, sweet girl. She didn't need Charles's money.
I can't convince him of that.
You're wrong. There's a mix-up.
There is a mix-up.
What do you mean?
You said she had beautiful red hair and blue eyes.
Well?
Her hair wasn't naturally red like yours. It was dark at the roots. First thing that struck me when I saw the body. And she was 2 inches shorter than you.
What difference does that make?
I know you haven't seen her in months, and girls dye their hair, but do they shrink?
You lost me. I can't seem to think straight. The shock, I guess. Knowing Nella's dead.
Nella Stevens isn't dead.
But you just
said... The girl in my office is dead, all right. Not Nella. You're Nella Stevens.
Oh, no, really, for trying to be clever.
Not very clever. How'd you know she took Charles's money? I didn't say it was his, but you did.
I just presumed since you mentioned his name that...
It was too easy when Gail found your name in the phone book. I should have had the answer then. What surprises me is that Charles never thought of looking there.
Sure he did, but it wasn't there when he looked. I waited until today when the new phone listings were published before I walked into your office.
Very thoughtful. Who's the dead girl in my office?
My double. She did it well, too.
Well, now, for all through...
We're not through.
Got a license for that gun, Lillian?
No, but it won't bother me. The police will think Charles killed you when they find your body.
Want to make a deal?
Talk.
I'll get you a great lawyer. You could plead insanity.
On what grounds?
Trying to get away with this. You'd have to be nuts to try it. Now, put away the gun. These things go off sometimes. Killed anybody else besides your double? Tommy Brown, maybe?
Tommy Brown. He got wise, stumbled on the truth, and wouldn't listen to me. Acted like a Boy Scout, the way you're acting. Ended up dead. The way you will.
Maybe not.
You want part of the $100,000, huh?
Maybe.
How much?
Half.
For what?
Keeping my mouth shut. The heat to get to whoever kills me will be terrific. That's playing it your way. Now think of mine. I say nothing. Pin a rap on Charles. Get him out of the way. We're both clear. They'll never find out who got round.
You talk too fast. I gotta think.
Think of being in the clear. Think maybe...
Don't get so close to me.
I don't want the gun.
You're not made of ice water after all, huh?
Who could be? Ever look in the mirror?
I thought you came here on business.
I did. And we'll clean it up right now.
Oh, my arm! Let me go! Greg, are you all right?
Yes, Gail. Get up, Lillian. Police downstairs, Gail?
Yes, prowl car. I talked him into coming here. I had a notion you'd be making yourself a target.
You dirty low
Out
down.
the door, Lillian. Let's go see the boys.
You didn't want a deal. Never did. I bet for an old stall.
So what? We all do. Gail, I told you you'd come within inches of a bullet. That shot you fired, lucky it went wild.
Not as wild as I am, chum. Locking me up in the hoosegow, chasing redheads, kissing this woman.
A line of duty, pal.
Oh.
Hey, what's the idea of kicking a guy in the pants if he just captured a killer?
I'm your wife, right? Line of duty, pal. Line of duty. Nella killed the girl in your office, Greg, right? But how did that help her?
Well, once I told the police Nella Stevens was dead, Charles accepted it and would give up looking for her. He suspected Johnny of double-crossing him.
You're guessing.
I'm not. I just picked up Charles and he confessed.
Where's Johnny?
Coroner's got him. Shot dead by Charles.
So the reason Lillian came to you was to have you establish that Nella Stevens was dead.
Well, certainly. Left her free to take a powder with Charles.
Fine. So now you collect from your client and the case is closed.
My client was Nella Stevens, alias Lillian. I just nailed up a homicide. She won't pay me a dime.
That's what I like. A husband who's a good businessman. Makes money, protects himself, takes care of his wife and home. Total profit on this venture, $0, 0 cents. One more wonderful case like this and we'll be bankrupt.
You mean you love me for my money alone?
There's something else?
Come here.
Greg.
Yes, darling?
I don't care if you haven't a cent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you're a terrible businessman.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing matters. Except one thing.
What is it, darling?
Get a deposit on the next case. Cash. Don't go away. In just a moment, we'll be back with you.
Well, folks, Gail and I hope you've enjoyed our adventure, the murder of the fabulous Redhead. Be sure to visit us next time for another Puzzle in Murder, where there is crime and romance. There you'll find Mr.
And Mrs. Collins.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins.
It surely is. After all, if you were married to a private detective like Greg Collins, would you let him take a case involving a dangerously beautiful woman who wants a divorce? Yes, this is Gail Collins talking. And I'll be back in a minute to set the stage for our puzzling crime.
It's a crime, Mr. Collins. Good story, Gail?
Yes, Mort Hall, I think it is. That's if you can stand up to the thrills.
Well, I'll do my best. As long as there's plenty about that dangerously beautiful woman. Let's have the story, Gail.
Well, Mort, along San Francisco's amazing twisted angular streets, many a weird character comes marching into my husband Greg Collins' office. Some of them march, that is. Others kind of slide in, as if they were hiding from something. The beefy gentleman who came to Greg's office this time was Warren Pierce. Pierce marched in all right, very cold, very sure of himself.
Well, Mr. Collins, you've been trading my wife?
Yes, Mr. Pierce.
You found grounds for divorce?
She's an exquisite woman, Mr. Pierce. Those green eyes. Murder.
Suppose we dispense with the irrelevancies. You took this case...
I took it reluctantly. Divorce cases are a bit messy for my taste. I've been half tempted to return your fee and skip the case.
And what have you decided?
My wife wants a new fur coat for next fall. She decided.
Tell me what you know, then.
Your wife has been seeing some man.
I could have told you that. Is that what you demand a big fee to tell me?
Know who the man is?
Well, who is he?
You've heard of the gambler, Julius Stroud.
You mean?
That's it.
You're not only lazy and insolent and reluctant to take the case. You're lying.
I have the details right here. Times, dates, addresses, night clubs, theater tickets. Want to see the file?
Yes.
Here it is. The romance has been going on for about 3 months.
I find it difficult to believe.
Perhaps. Now, last week, your wife...
My wife went to Los Angeles to see her mother last week.
Very touching. Want to know the facts? Take a look at this.
Where did you get this picture?
It was taken last Saturday at the Santa Anita racetrack.
It's Zeta, all right.
And the man with her?
I've done you an injustice, Mr. Collins. It is Julius Stroud.
Satisfied now?
Perfectly.
Now, if you sign a complaint, I'll arrange for an attorney to have her served within a few hours.
When I married Zeta, I vowed to love and to cherish her till death us do part.
You'll have a long wait, Mr. Pierce. Unless somebody hurries up her death.
Yes. Unless that happens, Mr. Collins. Good day, sir. You will hear from me.
Good day, Mr. Pierce.
Warren Pierce went from Greg's office directly to his wife's luxurious bedroom.
Warren, darling, I didn't think you'd be home this morning.
I felt I'd been neglecting you, sweetheart. However, from now on, things are going to be different.
Are they?
You won't have to visit your mother in Los Angeles for lack of something better to do. Oh, incidentally, how is your mother? I've neglected to ask.
She's just fine, Warren.
That's nice. How did she like the races?
The races?
Santa Anita.
I wasn't there.
Funny. I ran into one of my friends today, and he was positive he saw you at the track.
Oh, well, one day Mother was busy, so I did go to Santa Anita.
You never mentioned it to me.
I didn't think you'd care.
Oh, but Zeta, everything you do interests me. Incidentally, what did you hear from Julius Stroud?
Julius?
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen him eat.
You're lying, sweetheart.
Now listen, Warren.
If there's one thing I detest, it's a lie.
Zeta, of course, was lying, right in her pretty teeth. She underestimated Warren. After the little quiz program with her husband, she dashed off to see Julius Stroud. It was an out-of-the-way place, and Julius Stroud had purposely selected a dark corner.
What's this hypnosis doing?
Julius, it's awful. Warren knows about it.
Who told him?
I don't know. Julius, I'm going to get a divorce.
You don't be ridiculous.
But you said that...
I said a lot of things. But the fact remains your husband is a very rich man. If you divorce him, what do you think you would wind up with?
Oh, goodbye.
You don't know me too well, little baby. I don't just want to get by. There's no fun in that.
But what can we do?
Suppose Warren was to have an accident.
You're not serious.
Listen to me, honey. You don't have to starve the rest of your life. Not when you can have everything in the world all for your money alone.
I don't want to hear any more about it.
You shouldn't divorce him. You'll be a sap. But he's very much in the way, isn't he? And if he dies under what looks like very legitimate circumstances, you'll connect, huh?
You're crazy.
Think a minute. And tell him it's a snap. Nobody would suspect a thing. Listen. Warren keeps a lot of evocation in the house, doesn't it?
Yes?
Well, then what could be more natural for a burglar to deliver a visit?
Julius, please.
Use this.
No.
All you have to do is pull the trigger once, and your troubles are over.
Stupid. You'll be caught. We'll hang for it. We won't enjoy one more happy minute together.
You won't even know what hit you.
I positively won't do it.
Okay, baby? Is that how you feel?
Where are you going?
I'm leaving you. Obviously, I don't mean anything to you.
Oh, that isn't true, Julius. I'd do anything in the world for you.
Prove it.
Give me the gun. Well, when a married woman goes home with a loaded revolver in her handbag, anything's likely to happen. We'll be back in a minute with more of our story. When Zita got home, she waited for her husband to arrive. And presently, the doorbell rang.
Hi, Zita.
Charles!
In person. Oh, haven't you got a kiss for your ever-loving brother?
Charles, what are you doing here?
I thought I'd run over from San Diego and pay you a visit.
Why didn't you let me know?
I wanted to surprise you.
But tonight of all nights.
What's wrong with tonight? You can put me up for the evening, can't you?
No, you'll have to go to an hotel.
In this 20-room mansion? Oh, I don't get it. Oh, you and Warren having trouble again?
Don't talk like an idiot.
Why are you so nervous?
Because you pop in here like this was a boarding house or a motel. How do you know I didn't make other plans for the night?
Okay, I'm sorry. Calm down. It isn't that important.
I'm upset, Charles. Have you got a cigarette?
No, fresh out.
Well, there's a pack in my bag.
This one?
Oh, never mind, I'll get it.
It's all right, I've already got it. My, you gals certainly carry a message.
Give me that bag!
What were you going to do with this, Zita?
I said, give me that bag.
Whose gun is this, Zita?
None of your business.
I think it is. What were you going to do with this gun?
I told you, it's none of your business.
All right. But you can't stop me from guessing.
Hello?
Julius?
Yes?
Vita,
What's up, honey?
we can't do it tonight.
Why not?
My brother Charles came to town. He knows everything.
He what?
I couldn't help it. I forgot myself for a moment. He found a gun, Julius.
So what? I have got another. Look, Zita, you made up your mind it is tonight or never.
But with Charles in the house, it isn't safe.
Forget it. You go to sleep. When you wake up, it will be all over.
What are you going to do?
Never mind what I'm going to do. Forget it. Don't worry about it. What you don't know will never hurt you. Leave it to Julius.
All right, Gail, I've got an hour. Let's have that lunch.
As usual, Greg, lunch with your wife will have to be skipped. There's a man outside to see you. Saw him as I came in.
Well, who is it?
Says his name is Charles Rennie.
Well, send him in and read a magazine in the anteroom, darling. We'll be long.
Step in, Mr. Rennie.
Thank you.
What can I do for you, Mr. Rennie?
I'd like to know how to go about having a person legally committed.
All easy. You go to a lawyer, not a detective.
I want someone committed to an insane asylum.
You also need a psychiatrist to examine whoever this is.
You see, my sister, she's the one.
I'm sorry. Look, the case doesn't concern a private detective. You're in the wrong office. Not me to recommend a good attorney?
I just don't know what I really want. I guess... You see, my sister, Zita Pierce...
No detective is qualified... Zita Pierce?
Uh-huh.
Sit down again, Sean. Your brother-in-law came to see me this morning.
What did he want?
Skip it. That would be divulging a client's conversation.
Would you help me?
Probably not. The whole pitch you made doesn't sound legit to me. I don't like clients with phony angles.
I'm leveling, Mr. Collins. You've got to believe me.
All right, go ahead. Let's try to emphasize.
I missed lunch with Greg, of course. He went breezing out with Charles Rennie, and I dined alone.
Greg was obviously getting deeper into a case he had little relish for. Maybe dangerously deep.
Look, Rennie, we've been driving for over an hour. Where are we going?
I'm taking you to my sister's house.
You told me that. Where does she live? Mexico City?
Now listen, Collins.
No, you try doing a little listening for a change. This ride hasn't been a total loss. I've been doing a little thinking.
Have you?
Yeah. Your sister is playing around with a man named Julius Stroud.
That's a lie.
You know better. So you must have come to my office for only one reason. You want to establish the fact that she's not responsible in case anything happens.
What are you talking about?
Let's assume, for the sake of argument, your sister commits a murder. I guess I hit the jackpot, huh? What are you stopping here for?
I want to hear every word of this. Go on, Collins. You were saying?
Merely that if your sister Zita murdered someone, it would be awfully helpful if you could prove you'd consulted a responsible person before having her committed to an insane asylum.
That's quite a clever theory, Collins.
Oh, it's more than that, Rennie. It's your gimmick. It's in operation.
Suppose it is. What do you propose to do about it?
Give the victim ample notice.
Just a second. Stay in the car. Where are you going?
Put the gun away, Rennie. It won't stop me.
I said, where are you going?
I'm going to call your brother-in-law, Mr. Warren Pierce, out of common ordinary decency. Tell him somebody's planning to kill him.
Okay. So the gun won't work. Maybe something else will. Usually does. How about 1,000, Collins?
Are you kidding?
3,000. Cash. We'll go to my apartment and get it now.
I'm not for sale, chum. You tried the wrong gambit again.
You're a tough customer. I'm afraid nothing will help me, except maybe this. Pleasant dreams, Mr. Collins.
All right, Greg. Take us with you there.
No. That's enough.
Oh, go on. It won't hurt you.
Where am I, Gail?
On a cop pad in the police station.
How did I get here?
Prowl car picked you up in the park around 2 this morning.
Redhead.
Yeah, it's about to wait quite a while on that nerve of yours. What happened, Greg?
Rennie threw me a curve.
Charles Rennie?
Sure. Rennie came to my office and we had to skip evening together.
Your client? Make a deal with you?
Sort of.
Better get a lead on this case.
Why?
He stayed at his sister's house last night. Burglar walked in.
Yeah? What did the burglar do?
He shot Charles Rennie dead.
Well, you Julius Stroud?
Who wants to know?
I do.
Who are you?
Private detective, Greg Collins.
I don't remember inviting you over.
I have an irritating habit of showing up without an invitation.
Never mind the gags, Collins.
Please, you'll have to be gentle with me. My head hurts.
All right, come in.
Thanks.
What's on your mind, Collins?
A man named Charles Rennie retained me to have his sister, Zita Pierce, committed to an insane asylum.
He what?
You heard me. He was afraid she'd commit murder.
He was just fooling.
If he was, pal, the joke's on him. He was just murdered.
Why do you come here?
It occurred to me that killer might have mistaken him for Zita's husband, Warren Pierce. They were both approximately the same size. And Rennie was killed at his brother-in-law's house.
What does Pierce say?
I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet. First, I want to know why you were gunning for him.
Look, friend, you won't like it much here if you stick around. Now get out.
Okay, Mr. Stroud. I may be back, though.
Gee, I don't know if I can wait.
You try gags, too, don't you?
Next time, give me a little notice. You look like such good company, I might want you to meet some of my friends.
Hello?
Zita?
Yes, who is this?
Julius Stroud.
What do you want?
Was Greg Collins over to see you?
No.
He probably will be.
got to get together before it happens.
Why?
Don't be stupid, so we can cook up a story.
I don't want to see you, Julius.
That's funny. You never felt that way before.
I do now. You murdered my brother.
Shut up.
You killed Charles.
Listen, I'll be over to see you in 20 minutes. If you know what is good for you, you'll be waiting.
Greg, what are you going to see Zita Pierce for? The police have already talked to her.
My hunch, Gail, is that she knows more about this war than she's let on. Lenny's death was probably an accident. The intended victim was Warren Pierce.
Are the police looking after Pierce?
He's on his way to Chicago to attend a director's meeting. He took the train at 4:30.
How do you know?
Got it from his secretary. And if that's not enough, I talked to the red cap and put him on the train.
This the house?
Yes. Careful now.
Think she'll talk to you alone?
She'd better.
She will. You're the persuasive type.
Watch for that. Persuasion?
That's why she's with you, Charlton. There are all kinds of persuasion one can use on one. Maybe we're wasting time. Doesn't seem to be anybody at home.
Okay, then I'll open the door.
What's what?
I got keys.
How?
I get ways, too. Locksmiths in the neighborhood. Servants. Here we go.
This is housebreaking, pal.
I'm on police business, my dear girl. I'm trying to solve one murder and stop another one. A man's life is at stake. Here, this does it.
Oh, lovely home. Greg, look.
Where?
End of the pointer. Is that Zita Pierce on the floor?
It is.
What's wrong with her?
It's the late Zita Pierce, Gail. She's dead.
And Greg wasn't kidding. The green-eyed Zita was dead, all right. She had been murdered. But hold it. In just a minute, we'll bring you the climax of the case. Did you call the police?
They're coming over, yes. I want a closer look at Zita. She was obviously beaten to death, Gail. And the killer's weapon smashed that watch she had. See?
It struck at exactly 4:30.
Well, this deep, pal. I wish somebody else had found us, buddy.
Why?
We're not impartial witnesses anymore. We're mixed up in it, but good.
Where are you going?
The prowl car will be here in a second. Wait out front for them. Tell them what happened. I'm going to see Julia Strand. And there might never be a better time.
Yes?
Hello, Mr. Strand. I said I might be back.
And I said I didn't want you back. I threw you out once. Do I have to do it again?
I'm coming in. Where were you at 4:30 this afternoon?
Why?
It happens to be the town Zita Pierce was murdered.
Are you kidding?
I don't waste time playing games, Mr. Stroud. Didn't you know she'd been killed? Answer that door first.
Come in.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Warren Pierce.
What are you doing here, Collins? This is most inopportune.
That's a masterpiece of understatement, Pierce. Your secretary told me on your way to Chicago. I spoke to a red cap.
Yes, I was on the train, but I got off after a few stops. I suddenly remembered I had unfinished business here.
Shall I guess what it was?
Can you?
Sure. You were going to kill Mr. Stroud here.
You're quite right. Tell me, in your expert opinion, would a jury convict me?
You're crazy.
I don't think so, Stroud. Especially when I'm sure Zita will give evidence on my behalf.
No, you're wrong. Your wife won't testify.
I know her better, my friend.
Yes, but obviously you haven't seen her lately. She's been murdered.
What? Zita's... Oh, no.
It's true. Sorry, I just came from your home.
You're lying.
Am I? I hardly think so.
Who did it?
I was just going to ask Mr. Stroud about that, but suppose we ask you first.
Why?
Because you're the most obvious suspect. Your wife was playing you for a chump. And a man like you will never take that lying down.
That's a ridiculous assumption. It would never hold water.
Then you shouldn't mind supplying all the evidence for the alibi, should you?
At 4:30 this afternoon, I was in the dining car aboard train 707. Now, if you permit... Why, you... Don't need a gun, Pierce. Certainly, Mr. Collins. There you are. Oh, don't waste time examining Julius Stroud. I'm an excellent shot. I shan't fight you at all. As you can see, I handed you my gun. And the jury will agree I had ample justification to kill him.
Surely.
I'll go scot-free.
Maybe. There's just 2 other items. You also killed your wife and Charles Rennie.
And what?
In those instances, Mr. Pierce, the jury will believe me, not you.
Okay, Greg, stop bragging.
I never bragged, Gail. Imagine. After all I did for Warren Pierce, he goes on a maniac murder hunt.
Tell me why he killed Charles Rennie.
Well, that's easy. To frame Julius Stroud. Rennie and Pierce were about the same size. And when he was murdered, it looked like an attempt by Stroud that boomeranged. Only the police couldn't make it stick, so being a man with purpose, Pierce went on to murder number 2.
His wife?
His wife. A lovely green-eyed would-be divorcee. Boy, she was...
Never mind what she was. Explain the case, you wolf.
Well, the police couldn't help but believe then that Stroud had killed Charles Rennie by accident and then done away with Zeta to shut her mouth.
But what put you on the right track?
Pierce pretended the murder of his wife was news to him, yet without ever being told when she died. He was ready with his alibi for the exact time.
Didn't she die at 4:30?
No, of course not. Pierce killed her about 2 and then set the hands of her watch ahead.
Nice girl.
Understand it now?
I understand everything but one part of it.
And that one?
Those green eyes of hers. Did they really flip you more than the line?
Oh, well,
Or is your watch just a long piece of merchandise lying on a shelf somewhere?
Oh, say, that reminds me.
Reminds you of what?
Come here. Closer. Much closer. That's better.
Tied stock, that's what I am. Property you take for granted. Why are you looking at the calendar?
I did. Speaking of property, it's time to take an inventory.
Don't go away. In just a moment, we'll be back with you.
Well, folks, Gail and I hope you enjoyed our adventure, The Green-Eyed Divorcee. Be sure to visit us next time for another puzzle in murder. For where there is crime and romance, there you'll find Mr.
And Mrs. Collins.